contentious. Nah, if you stay in a contentious relationship, she'll never listen to your podcast because she'll want to hear your fucking voice.
Damn, that's a good point.
I didn't hear it. What was the
I
point?
don't even know what contentious means, but in the context, I get it.
I said I was trying to give him tips on how to avoid having your woman listen to your podcast. If you always stay in beef, if you're in a contentious relationship all the time, she's not gonna want to hear your voice. You on a podcast is the last thing she's gonna want to
So beat
hear.
her up.
But what?
Jesus Christ. What?
Yeah, it's time
What?
to
That's
leave.
not what he said?
It's time to lose. One thing I got to do. I got work. This nigga didn't know what contentious meant. This nigga said beat bitches. All right.
How you listen to know what contentious means?
Nah.
Let me ask you about contentiousness, right? I got a text the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I got a DM.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody made hoodies for the show, right? Gave me 4 hoodies. Never told me to disperse them amongst nobody. Yo, I made these hoodies. I had two different designs for the hoodies. I wanted you to have them. That's the conversation. Orlando and I went to Exotica. I slid Orlando one. Yo, here. This is in celebration of the weekend. Remember? I gave Orlando one.
Okay.
Dodge came here. I said, Dodge, pick which one you want. They're all mediums, by the way. Tron wears a XXL, an extra large in arms, a large in chest. Like, he can't wear these shits.
I don't worry, I'm the same way. I wear large in t-shirts that are medium and hoodies. So.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it was all spoken about. Fine. They dispersed. Just this one here. I post a thing wearing the hoodie. Very nice, man. Very nice hoodies. I get a DM the other day. I want to know if this is aggressive or contentious. Tahoe. ...
Yes,
important.
it's already contentious.
It is.
The ellipses is already. Yeah. Ellipses is passive aggressive.
It's drama.
You were supposed to get one hoodie. ... There were 4 hoodies in that bag. ...
All one sentence?
One sentence. No.
So they
that's
use
one
two.
sentence.
They use 2 ellipses in one sentence.
Yes.
First of all, I wouldn't even acknowledge it.
Did
'Cause
Dodge
it's a
and Trauma get one?
Oh, now they're talking to you. Oh yeah.
I said, excuse. Because I wanted to make sure that, because sometimes I'll be reading shit wrong, you can't really tell. But I was looking, you don't say my name first. For some reason, saying my name first.
It's
you in
trouble.
Yeah.
That's what parents do.
Like you in the principal's
Your
office.
mom called me.
Nigga,
And the dots? Yeah, you suspected.
3 dots twice.
That's tough.
It's called 3. It should say ellipses. Can you say ellipses?
But why?
Because that's what it's called.
We just say dots. Why you gotta be a proper nigga?
But
Because words mean things.
can you over ellipse?
Yes. Anything.
I over ellipse then.
So like.
I do them all the time.
So if you do an ellipses and it's 4 dots, it's no longer an ellipses. You just put 4. You just put 4 periods in your sentence. That shit pisses me off.
Get the fuck out
It
of here.
pisses me off. Like Tyler does it. Like when you text Tyler, like in a group chat, we'll be
I'll throw
talking
mad
shit.
dots in there.
He'll throw mad dots. I'll be like, I won't say nothing. I won't even acknowledge it.
This isn't proper English.
I'm like, what?
That statement's no longer
And
valid.
the state, whatever you're saying, you might as well just use the comma.
I thought it was a
I thought
non-homophobic pause.
All right, bro. Yeah.
A non-homophobic pause. Like it's a
All right,
pause
bro.
moment.
All right, bro.
Not pause like not.
Come on. All right, what we doing?
Big old Lindsay, I don't want no
Let's go.
parts of this. He didn't even look up at you.
A little tighten his bonnet. I'm not here for this.
I got. Listen,
Speaking of things that, all right,
speaking of things that's homophobic, no, I'm out. I'm
no,
leaving.
that bothersome about men, grammar, vocab, whatever. He uses question marks. 2 question marks for.
Oh, I'm not mad at that because I use a
hate
question.
2 question
I
marks.
use a question mark and an exclamation mark. It's just at this point, it's like
For anything, for everything, you use a question mark and exclamation point.
yeah. Unless if I'm upset, then it's like just 1 question mark. But like if it's just normal conversation, it's just always the question mark and an exclamation mark. Don't ask me why. I don't know where it started, but I've been doing it since the birth of the keyboard.
Tron, that doesn't come off aggressive.
It does. 2 question marks is aggressive too.
2 question marks is aggressive.
2 question marks is crazy.
Yeah.
2 question marks is kind
You gonna answer me or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
and you say that shit for you doing that for no reason all the time. It's bothersome. He don't care. Guess what? He does it more. What's I say? I say, yo, that's bothersome. He's like, okay, great, thanks. But let me know. Now I'm gonna do it after every single question. The nigga hits me yesterday. 12:49 p.m. No, nothing before that. Video with your daughter.
No question mark, nothing?
Just video with your daughter. I'm like,
What about it? Orlando's good for that. No context at all. Just
No, you can't text me nothing like that because now I'm loading up. Like what's going on?
What-
My daughter, what?
yeah, like what we doing? I said good morning. That's kind of rude. You don't greet people? Remember Dodge?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa.
Exactly. And then
What
right
do you mean exactly? You just did it. Exactly. What do you mean?
I did it on purpose.
He's
The
diabolical.
man wanted me, the video I did with my daughter this weekend, he wanted to post it on the Heart of Soft TikTok.
Why would you do that?
It shows us his family.
No, absolutely not. No,
The one
y'all talk
before
about
it is
dick.
talking about eating ass,
Yeah,
biting
you're bugging out.
buttholes.
Read the
You're
room.
bugging out.
I said, bro, first of all, I ain't even posted on mine. Second of all, you want me to post a video celebrating my child on the Heart of Soft TikTok? Oh, yeah, that's right. But now continues, because I asked him if he don't greet people, to say good morning for the rest of the day. Every time he texts me.
You told him to do that?
I asked him if he don't greet people. He said, I'm going to make sure I greet you every
So now all day you've just been saying good
You are
morning.
such a good afternoon, good evening.
I'm not mad at that. That's pretty funny.
That's not
I'm
funny.
I'm for chaos.
It's not, I'm 50.
Like if it was happening to me, I'd
I'm
be pissed.
50. That's not funny. It's annoying. I muted him. I'm not answering none of this no more.
I don't blame
Why are we doing this?
you. Orlando's, you're a jackass. You're a jackass.
But I'm here. Oh, another time.
Oh, so it was Orlando you was mad at. We got it. We figured it out. We got it out. It was Orlando.
You're late.
I didn't know.
You're like everyone did.
Fuck you.
You're
We got,
an idiot.
we got multiple fathers in the room, 2 children.
Wow. That's so tough. That's so tough.
See, that's the type of comment. If you would have did that type of shit at the show, I'd be a fan. Oh my God, that was good.
I'm growing into it.
That was great time.
Y'all saw the video, TikTok.
Yes.
What y'all think?
Amazing.
Y'all do that shit?
I told you. You got 4 years. I'm on your ass. 4 years. It's up.
You know you gotta practice.
I'm practicing from now.
That dancing shit is not easy.
That learning choreography shit. Oh
I ain't
my
gonna
God.
front.
I'm never
You was
shitting it
insane.
again.
You was insane.
Yeah.
I ain't sped up my video
Oh.
slower. I was not insane. There were times I sped it up on the second half to catch up and then slowed it down.
I respect it. You could have took that like, yeah, I was, right?
My favorite part about the whole process was when you was about to pop on the nigga for driving down the
Son.
street.
Did you see that? No, you
Like
didn't
doing
see
what
that.
he's entitled to do.
Bro.
Like, doing what the street is there.
Made
You're
for
the one in the
You're
way.
the one in the wrong.
Don't you see me making a TikTok? Son, the nigga pulls.
Technically, Tyler's right. It is 2022.
What is that?
It's 2022. The world is ran by social media.
Right, respect.
If you see somebody filming, don't be a dick.
It was Orlando drive.
But I also like chaos. Oh,
The
everyone.
nigga pulls up. We're dancing in the middle of the street. Me, my girl, my dance choreographer. I hired a dance choreographer.
Oh, that wasn't your daughter.
No.
You had
Oh.
a choreographer?
Yeah, I hired a choreographer.
That's fine.
You know, you gotta catch up. It's alright. You a little younger at some point. You start doing man shit, right? So I hired a choreographer to help teach me to dance, right? Well, she's like, yo, we'll be the backup dancers, right? She taught my girl. She taught me how to do it. My girl was a dancer. You know, women just could dance, and they used to move in their bodies anyway, right? We're in the street. We're doing this shit, right? The nigga comes driving up the block, gets right behind us, and as soon as he gets there, starts honking. I'm like, bruh. I'm not gonna be racist. Let's just say that he was a short person that originated in the continent beneath the United States.
Calling him spit or what that?
Jesus
That's,
Christ.
I
that's
did
also
not say
incorrect.
that.
Jesus.
I did not say that.
Huh?
Huh?
It's a continent,
It's a continent.
Yeah, South America is a continent.
It's not a continent.
that's a Mexican derogatory. Mexico's
I said spick. Mexican
Mexico's
wet
not
bat.
Mexico's in this continent.
Is it?
No, I think you're wrong on this one, buddy.
It might be.
You could be right, but I think you're wrong.
No, I know I'm right, but it's fine.
Orlando be knowing where.
That's a
wild
nigga
random
who was. That's a
facts.
nigga who was on
So
honor
he's
roll
right.
before.
So it's the country beneath us, right? Right. It's the country beneath
We
us.
know what he meant.
Either way, goddamn, come on.
I think
Like y'all ruined the Mexican
right,
racism joke.
right. Like I was helping him be offensive.
Come on.
You,
Hey, you're fuck police.
Yeah. Wrong country.
pull over.
Oh my God! That was man.
Come on, man.
Somebody gonna say Mexico is a part of North America. Okay. That's probably Orlando. I wouldn't be surprised.
From his Kevin Durant.
I was extremely happy that my daughter made, and I'll speak about it just because I love my niggas that listen to the show and tell me about learning from the shit that we do and all of that, because I learned a lot from the shit we do, right? I dropped those some gummies today and niggas like, yo, I was listening.
That's funny because I have not gotten mine since August.
You gave me the $100 that you owed me back.
No, I did not give you the $100 I owed you back, nigga. I would never give you $100 that I owed you back. We're friends in real life.
Exactly.
Anything
So I had
under
to
$500 don't get paid back. We're friends in real life.
Gave me the 100.
Wow.
The man asked me for 40. I said, yo, here, if you need 40, you need more than that. Here, take the buck, give it to me when you got it. This
I ain't have it.
millionaire now.
I never had it.
He's a Prada hat. He's walking in my house, right? I know niggas that get stabbed for less. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. My man selling weed. He gives my other man going through some shit at the time. Here, knock this off. Give it to me when you got it.
Okay.
2 years later,
Jesus Christ.
these niggas is gambling. The nigga who owed the money got the bank.
Give me that.
He goes to the fucking bathroom, comes back, his money's going off the table. Nigga says, yo, who took my money? It wasn't your money. You owed me that for 2 years plus interest.
He could have went about that a little different.
They start
though.
beefing. The one who got owed the money, the one who has now went to the kitchen, grabbed a knife, stabbed him 5 times. You don't do
So
shit
you
like
want to
that.
get stabbed 5 times? That's what you telling me. You want to get stabbed 5 times over
I'm
dick
telling
gummies.
you owed that. Do I need to go to the kitchen?
I'm not stabbing this nigga over dick gummies. Nigga, I want it to be written up. I want this to be written up on the ink blotter, the police blotter. 50-year-old man stabbed to death over dick gummies. Because that's what it boils down to.
That's crazy.
Now you dick never
Dick
gonna
gummies
work.
is wild. That's wild. So,
Death by dick
yo,
gummies.
the nigga in the car, I was dropping off the wild card gummies, and the man says like, yo, that clip you posted out in L.A. with the lady saying booty.
Oh, it is booty.
It's booty.
I thought it was
find
like
it very
body.
hard saying Miss Booty.
No, I wouldn't find out.
I find it hard,
What
and
they
I
say?
know her husband,
Oh, wow.
and it's very hard to refer to a woman
Yeah, I get it.
respectfully
Right.
as Miss Booty.
It's true.
But that's her name. She corrected it. You're gonna call me Miss Booty. You're gonna call me Shan Booty.
Nah, she'd be Shan.
So she's Shan now. You know what I'm saying?
She'd be
Respectfully.
Shan. Come up with a new nickname. Yo, Sha. Shan.
That's
I will say, I know I'm going all over the place, just coming back to this, but I will say that episode, Lovers and Friends podcast, listen to Lovers and Friends podcast, not because me and Orlando is on there, because the way she does that podcast, so she breaks it down, she talks in between and leads you into the next thing, and she's like, it's like a talk show. It's very dope the way she does the podcast. Hey, Shan, if I steal your format, don't be mad at me. It's each one teach one. Right?
I'm excited your shows this.
Each one teach one. Now, that's an alert. I might steal that.
I mean, if you give somebody a heads up, it's not really stealing.
What I was gonna say is
Influence.
just about it's not stealing. I'm telling you, right? That's
I would
not
influence.
plagiarism. That's influence, right? I'm telling you. I
Cited
give credit
your-
to
cited
where I
your
got it
sources.
from.
No
Cited
borrow.
my
There
sources.
you go.
You was dropping off
My
your-
daughter,
Mhm.
I dropped whatever. He's like, yeah, I learned a lot from that. Whatever, yo. A lot of men, we pay attention to what y'all say. A lot of niggas don't want to talk about shit like that, but it locks in. When you look up to somebody, it locks in the shit that they do. Whatever. And it's funny because the niggas who taught me how to be in the street, God bless everybody. No disrespect to nobody. I've been to funerals of their children. Of their children. 18. Sending money up north, niggas is locked up, kids is locked up. Multiple kids of ours is locked up. Some dead. My daughter's friends, dead. And I told her that when I was growing up. when she was growing up, I said, a lot of these people you hanging around, they're not gonna be your friends at some point. Some of them gonna be weed heads. Mm-hmm. Some people's gonna be drug dealers. Some people's gonna be scammers. Some people gonna be not here. Some of them just not gonna be your friends no more. That's just the nature of growing up. You figure you find your tribe as you grow up. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta figure out who you want to be. I'm happy to say that my daughter, who I raised at a certain point, right? Her mom did a great job up to a certain point, and then I did a great job. I think the reason why I say it, because she's Miss Senior of her school. Miss Senior.
Who raised her last?
Huh?
Who raised her last? So you did a better job.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Senior, bro. Like that says that means something to me, son.
That's fire,
son. You understand what I'm saying?
That's fire.
That video was me celebrating all of that. Like your choices, like you could have just went there and wanted to be a party girl or play spades or just a hookah girl, whatever. You could be selling, not that there's anything wrong with selling hair. She probably does that too. But you really went like, yo, I'm gonna go campaign. And I want to be that, you know, I want to.
And people care enough. That would have been the part that got me. Like, people care enough about my kids to vote.
Son. People acknowledge you as that.
Son, yeah. That's fire. You know, I'm on the phone with her FaceTime last night, and they run into her room. They got cake and fucking balloons and hookah.
Can't get away from that.
I was like, all right, that's my time.
Chokehold.
Right.
For real. But yeah, it feels good being a dad. So to the fathers out there, it's your turn. What's up? What y'all gonna do?
You know what's funny? When I saw that video, I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was like, I can't wait to laugh at this. But then I watched it. It was on point. All jokes aside. But the reason why I like the
what
video...
What made you say it was on point?
Because he really was dancing.
No, I'm saying, like, what were the critical points for you to be like, oh, he hit this part, he hit this part.
The fact that all that shit...
I just want to know, who are you, Paula Abdul? Like,
nigga,
how you gonna tell me he was on point?
I can't have an opinion on it?
No, not some shit you can't do.
I'm a spectator, nigga.
You just said it was a good video. You said he was on point.
He was on point. He got the video with Shorty on
Get a load of Alvin Ailey over here. Go to hell.
Anyway, like I was saying,
oh
nah, but the real reason why like that video really did move me was because I don't have any kids, you know, and it's like if I did have one, I would be proud that, you know, my daughter did some shit like that. But it's like I would never think to do something like that. You know, it probably is a little uncomfortable, you know. But the fact that I ain't gonna lie, like the fact that you did it made me feel like if I was in a situation to do that, I could see myself now doing some shit like that because, yo, like, it's okay to love your daughter or love your kid or to show love, you feel me? Like,
and that was the point.
That was
the point that I asked, and I asked this shit weeks ago on Twitter. I was like, we say it to our kids. We say, I love you, I love you. We say it all the time. We beat into that, I love you, I love you. And I remember walking down the block, I was working the other day, and this lady was dropping her kid to the bus stop, the school bus. And she was like, I love you, have a great day, you know, I'll be here when you get over. She made sure she affirmed her before she put her on the bus. Tough. And I was like, that's dope. Tough. But it was more the action of doing it than the words.
Yeah.
So to me, the question was, how do you show your people that you love them? Fuck what you say.
Yeah.
What's something that you do, and I want to ask y'all this is how I led into this. What's something that you do to show the people that you love them more than just say it?
I do a shitty job.
It's important to show.
How did you say that? I really do a shitty job.
So try to think of something that you might do. Maybe try
something along the lines of what you're talking about, like going outside of your comfort zone. Like you made me think of like automatically my youngest daughter. Every Halloween we are like a duo. I always get the short end of the stick on the costume.
Did you do Curious George one year?
Yeah, and I'm the man with the yellow hat. You know what I mean? Who the fuck wants to be the man with the yellow hat?
I'd rather be the man in the yellow hat than the monkey. In today's climate, you see they got Groove and Gorilla out of here. They said, you want to change that? My nigga said, I am Big Groove.
You had to be the one.
I am Big Groove today. He said he changed his name. He posted today he changed his name to Big Groove, which is better. Groovy Gorilla is
Gorilla's
and he looked like a gorilla. It would be different if he didn't.
Because you look
like if he was a handsome guy doing that, they'd be like, oh, that's cute.
Right.
But because you ugly, it's like, oh, that's racist.
Selective racism.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
Nah, I do a shitty job now that I think about it. Real shit. And like, it's funny because like growing up, I ain't never really get that. Like, I was around a bunch of niggas. So we don't really, you know, growing up back in the day, you don't really get love like that. So like my mom is a super affectionate person, whatever. So I found like, I know how to do that for women, but in reference to like my male acquaintances or friends, I do a shitty job. I don't necessarily know how to like do that.
That's not true.
I don't think
When I had smoke with somebody, and I mentioned it to you, you said say less. Let me know when I'm gonna handle it.
That's some hood shit though.
Doesn't matter.
That's love to me.
That's love.
That shows. And then guess what I said?
You said never
Nah,
mind.
don't do that. Don't do that. I'm
Love.
not gonna have you in my shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is love, but it may not be uncomfortable for them.
It was, yo.
You know what I mean?
Outside.
There's
That's
some
the
niggas
climate.
that may not
okay.
even be that cool with you, but they be ready to fight.
That's the
Like,
climate.
Yeah, but
That's
it's,
nigga.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, but that. Hold on.
What's your name again? Yeah, I'm ready to
So,
fight.
so I was trying to
yellow.
So I was trying to sit back and let everyone answer this before I did because I knew these type of answers, this type of conversation were going to happen from that.
Nice.
And so the problem with that is right, and like I'm saying, like all jokes aside, I'm not trying to sound like a know-it-all. The problem isn't what you're doing to show love. The problem is how you're gauging it, right? You can't gauge it. You can't say I'm doing a shitty job because I don't feel like I'm showing people love.
Yeah.
You have to look to the people that you're showing love to. Love is a verb, right? We hear that all the time, and 9 times out of 10 people don't take it that way. They just say, "Oh, love is a verb," and it sounds good, and you get a bunch of retweets. But if love is a verb, is what you're doing. You don't always have to be uncomfortable, right? You don't always have to go out of yourself to show love, because sometimes in those moments you're not showing love to yourself. If I'm constantly going out of my way, well, I have to start to look within and say, well, why to show love I always gotta go out of my way? What is it about me?
I gotta be different.
Like
Like,
you know why?
like
Because
every day.
you know why? Because we should be love, right? That's what we should be every day,
Yeah.
right? So where Trump says, I'm going out of my way to show love. He's not going out of his way because, and I'm about to say something that he probably didn't realize. If this is the routine, your daughter looks to this. That's just a part. That's just you being whatever character you are. That's your routine. It's not going out of your way. You know it's coming.
That's who y'all are.
You are love. Your daughter views you as love. So I don't want everybody to get caught up in like what love looks like.
Yeah.
Get caught up in what love is. And love is simply people around you feeling safe, feeling seen, feeling protected. So a lot of time the elites, the educated elites will look down on things in the hood as if the hood isn't its own ecosystem, right? The hood is its own ecosystem. Sure, we want to get out of the hood and be better, but the hood is its own ecosystem and it's a beautiful thing within itself. So when Tahoe called you and let you know that and you said, I'm on it, that's you showing love. And that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's a matter of our proximity to where our environment is. So yes, if that's how you're showing love, it may not be enough love. It may not be the only love, the finality of love, but it is love.
Let me ask you a
To
question.
piggyback off of what you said.
Don't piggyback over anything I said.
Shut up. it's so funny because like when you think of like relationships and shit like that, it kind of is going to be into the same boat. I used to have a hard feeling. I used to always have this problem with love because I felt like I used to love people the way I wanted to be loved, but not the way they wanted to be loved.
We spoke about that.
So it's a big ass like.
So that's what I wanted to question
Yeah.
with Mouse's thing, and he wasn't here when we had that question. If I know that my person's love language is different than mine, than the way I show it, me stepping out of how I normally love to show them the love that they would feel emboldened by, right? Is it emboldened? They feel, powered by. Is that bad for me to do? Because you're saying like, yo, if you got to step out of who you are to do that, to make them feel that way, that's a bad thing.
It's a bad thing because if we are love, everything we should be doing, everything we would be doing should be in love, right? So if show you love, if every time I have to show you love, I have to step out of myself, I have to be different from who I am, there's going to be some resentment after a while.
But the word is every time.
Yeah, every time.
Once you say every time, because love can manifest itself differently. You can do it this way because that's how I show love. But then you can also say, you know what? for this specific time, I'm gonna do it this way because I know that's how she receives it, or that's how this person receives it. But now, as far as my daughter's concerned, she's a dancer. I am not. If y'all seen how stiff that shimmy was, oh, my back still hurt from the shimmy. But I felt this is a time when I know she always wants me to see her performances. I've been taking her to dance since she was 12, 13 years old. I know that this is a way that she will receive it, and completely different than me telling her this or buying her this or having dinner or we going out to eat or whatever. It's a way different level because my dad is not a dancer.
Yes.
So this is me changing the form of the love and showing it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing.
No.
It's definitely not gonna be an every time thing. Because that Coachella performance was long and I'm never watching it. I'm never seeing it again. I don't want to see them dance moves again.
I'm literally like 100 views in. Like that still is like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
It's absolutely
that Beyonce Coachella. That Homecoming joint on Netflix. That shit is amazing.
It's amazing for one, the amount of people and what it meant. And then the things that she used HBCUs. Like that shit is fire, son. It's really ridiculous. So it's B the GOAT. Let me see.
Don't start your shit. Yes, B is the GOAT. Stop.
You ever seen Beyonce in person?
Yes.
Yo, I seen Beyonce in person. I seen Beyonce and Hove on the run tour. I was more focused on her than Hove. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Oh, she ate. Yeah. She ate him on the run too.
Like Hove do his little walk backwards and point.
But you're also in. You're all. The thing with that, right? The thing we go.
We're doing this whole thing. We've been ripping little slices off of Hove's throne for a long time. Like, this is still Hove.
Hove is still the greatest performer there is because Hove, in the same way that people watch comedy, in the same way people watch Chappelle, people watch Rock, people watch Kevin Hart's a bit more animated, but when you talk about Chappelle and Rock, they're like the two people at the top of the GOAT throne when people talk about comedy, right? Those guys aren't falling all over the ground. They're not, doing this physical comedy. They're sitting and they're telling you a story and you're listening. Hove is standing on that microphone and he is giving you fucking bars that you could very well listen to in your car, in your headphones, and not be uncomfortable and didn't have to pay $3,000 for a seat, another $2,000 for your fit. But you're there.
The first time
you're fucking there.
I seen a white light around him like he was Jesus, bro.
All right,
I was looking at him like, yo, that was my first concert ever as well. So
it's called lighting.
Bro.
It's called lighting.
It was lighting above the lighting, bro. I'm looking at the nigga like,
dumb fucker. It's called
lighting.
It
wasn't the light.
Yo, Orlando, get your friend.
I've seen the light, bro.
Tyler, you brought him
here?
It
was a different code of
light. You
light.
said we was gonna have a conversation, and this nigga's talking about, yo, I seen a light around Hove on the stage. It was emitting from above, but when you turned the light off, it wasn't there no more.
I wanna. There's more to this. I've been doing breaks and stuff like that. There's more to this conversation because last week or 2 weeks ago, I asked a question regarding Hove, and I thought Tron did an amazing job.
He did
on his own, but we have Mouse and Loon who are part of this new generation as well as Dodge. I want to know if y'all agree.
Can you reiterate the question?
Yo, you gonna let him do his podcast, bro?
He just
what?
This one, yo. Go ahead. Don't even get thrown off. Don't get thrown off.
I'm inviting him.
Yo, the nigga is
keep on inviting him.
I'm just like, son, can I get my breath?
You can either make the podcast or you cannot make the podcast.
I'm not mad at Loon. I would have asked a second.
I'm waiting. Can you give me a second?
Yo, the nigga is letting them. He is podcasting. And then Loon says, well, can you podcast?
That's why they know.
The nigga, that's why, abysmal. If this is what's going on the Just Frat show, Tahoe fought himself.
I love him, man.
It was like, I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
The way they be beating up Loon in here.
God. I'm gonna get him.
It's because he wears shirts like that.
He's raw dog in a polo too.
I got a condom on. That's one.
The nigga is raw dogging the polo. He has a polo on with nothing on under it. talking about the white kid, but he not funny.
That was wild. That was wild.
That didn't go?
No, it didn't.
No.
It's 4 niggas in here.
What? Kelly's here.
Just frat.
Kelly's here.
That's why. It's
And Orlando's here.
Hashtag just
That's not a
frat.
good cut. What? He said and Orlando's here.
No, because he was not being funny again. Because like Tyler said, it's 4 niggas, and he was like, in Orlando, cutting you out.
Oh, they wilding his socks out.
They said the socks matched the shirt.
That's funny.
Nah, no lie. Wait, no lie, wait. You remember Discovery Zone? Like the Discovery Zone carpet.
I gotta go to break.
You know, I'm gonna get you back.
Light his ass up.
Not these.
I really got some freaky shits like this.
And you wearing them. Like those not the freaky
It was a gift. Alright?
Nah, you know when that Empire. No. Y'all remember when Empire? When they cut the lights out.
All right. Let's get back to potting. Yo, if you're wondering what the fuck is going on, it's probably because you're not watching the YouTube. The YouTube is youtube.com/So Shameless Pod. We are in here. We're up there every week. Orlando's doing a great job uploading the episodes. Oh, I'm gonna tell you about the decision from last week too. We know he was on Patreon. We spoke to Bacon.
But Bacon at you fired him.
Huh?
What Bacon at you fired him?
Again?
Yeah. So,
Damn it.
anyway,
It's not gonna be safe to walk around.
I asked the question because Hov, being the person that he is, most influential person in my generation, there's a new generation. And I want to know who shifted the culture more. Period. Was it Hov and what he did for us in the 90s and early 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
Or can we safely say that Kanye has now done more as far as shifting culture when it comes to hip hop than Hov did at that time in this new era?
No. Absolutely not. You don't get Kanye without Hov shifting the game. What are we talking about?
That's what Trump's point.
What are we talking about?
So when you look at Hov, like when Hov came into rap, he saw what rap was and he kind of like perfected it, like the game. Ye kind of came into rap and changed rap in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So in reference of like influence,
He didn't change rap. He added a wing
he
to
edited
rap.
rap a lot.
He added a wing to it. Like if rap was a mansion, Kanye added a wing to it.
Nah. He created a whole.
He shifted a whole lane.
Body.
It's a whole lane.
No, the genre existed. The genre
after.
existed already. They're like the backpack. All he did was jump in the backpack lane and just
That's not
give immaculate beats to the backpack rap.
No, because his music don't sound like College Dropout no more. If he was still making College Dropout music,
And it's not selling the same either.
808s.
Nobody's selling the same.
808s did amazing. Okay, Jesus might not have. But the fact is, it gave birth to Drake. It gave power to a lot of these kids that would have stayed in the back, right? They would only been touring.
Yeah, but none of these guys.
They'd have been touring in the UK.
But none of those
niggas
niggas credit just Kanye to their success. They all say Hov. Hov is still in that, and without Hov, you don't get Ye. This is what I'm saying. Drake ain't never. Every album Drake drops, he makes sure to get bodied by Hov. He says, Hov, please gotta give a verse. Please shit on me, please. Please shit on me.
One.
Stop.
Two. That's more. That's more.
Wait. No.
First of all, this new album.
Smoked. Hov smoked him. Hov
I
smoked
hate
him.
niggas like Mouse. You one of them niggas. You were one of them niggas that's just gonna have your blindfolds over people that you.
Drake has never.
That shit was not all of that, bro.
It was fine.
It was okay.
The verse was fine.
It was cool, bro.
No, you the man's not even agreeing with you.
I am agreeing with you.
He said it was just okay. You said it was fire. Fire and okay are two different things.
It grew.
But it wasn't what Drake did to the song. It wasn't even necessary on the song. The song was fire without it.
Yeah, but Drake is an artist where nothing is necessary.
And then,
no additives are necessary with
now we
Drake.
see. So, okay, I get that. But these niggas trying to big bro me, dog. What's that song he did after
So they have
Big
light.
Bro-
They got lighted
Light
up.
Us Up. And then the next
Light
verse,
up is light up.
No, you
Drake.
talking about pound cake.
You talking about?
When the beat changes.
the beat
Yeah,
change.
pound cake on Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah.
Hov still got off on him. Drake had to go add a verse.
Maybe. Maybe.
Drake, here's how they can come at you.
That was fire.
Me in disguise that.
The reason why it's fire is because that's what happened with him and Meek.
Luke. Fuck what happened with it. He talking about Luca Brasi. Nigga brought the Godfather into this shit. And in 2 years, it happened.
I don't know.
We still even
If I
trying
agree.
to distract you.
The reason why I think that Hov did an amazing job, but I think that at some point you got to give the trophy to somebody else. You give the helm to somebody else, and what they do while they're on the throne, there is homage paid to what you did, of course. But if they do an amazing job, it can't always just be based on what you did.
I think there's a level that adds to Hov. He's just inaccessible. He's so inaccessible.
Which
Like
most
in,
of the
in,
time-
in this conversation we're having, if I'm being 1,000% honest, I'm engaging because we're on a podcast. I don't give a fuck because it's not going to change my view of Hov.
Of course
It's
not.
not going to change Hov. It's not going to change Hov's actual position, and it's not
I'm
going
talking
to
about shifting the culture. We're
shifting
talking
the
about
culture. Shifting culture. If I'm being 1,000% sure, if I'm being 1,000% honest, I don't think Hov ever cared. He just did what he showed up and
Hov
did.
spoke about it all the time, about what he's done for the game. He literally is always referring to it. So you can't say he don't care.
I don't
because
think.
he's,
No, I'm saying I don't think
always
he cares
standing on that.
about. I don't think he cares for the adoration.
I believe he does, which is why he retired. He actually made a song talking about I hear people talking. He was disappointed that he lost the battle to Nas, and he was basically like, "Yo, I'm gonna quit
He
this."
didn't lose the battle.
I mean, I don't
He-
think he did either.
What do you
He
saying?
felt the people. I hear the people talking. I didn't feel that way neither. But he said y'all said I lost.
I'm out.
I would want to leave too if y'all telling me Nas beat me. If y'all telling me this nigga beat me, I don't want to ever release music for y'all to ever talk about again.
I agree.
If I was whole, I would be so. I would have anxiety like perform. I'd be like,
Which
one of you niggas.
Which one of you niggas go hot 97? Angie, point him out, Angie.
I'm in a sold out crowd. One of you niggas were unsure if I won. Get out.
Yeah.
Somebody said Nas is the GOAT. All right, bro. I'm
You
done.
gotta kick Julius out.
But go to
Kick Julius. Oh, Queensbridge.
Boom. Fortunately, Kanye's done a lot more damage to himself than Hov has ever done. Hov has his moments where people are like, all right, the NFL, or you got beat up by Solange, or whatever.
No, that's really it. The NFL is probably the only chink in his armor.
Nah, Solange was crazy.
Bro, you want him to beat up Solange?
The picture in itself.
You want him to beat up Solange?
Hov got a couple embarrassing moments.
And once again, look what
What's
Hov.
more embarrassing than that?
And once
Not even
again,
a couple. I ain't saying it's more, but it's a couple.
what?
The
What
NFL is
there?
probably one of the
NFL is the only
worst.
chink in his armor.
Yeah.
And even in that, it's not real chink in the armor. Niggas, it's a bunch of 100,000 heirs, if that, talking about what this nigga's doing behind closed doors that nobody has any idea about.
I mean, I don't want to bring certain people up, so I'm just leaving it at that. There's a couple niggas saying that his story ain't really his story.
Who's?
The Haven.
Why are we talking about that?
I said I didn't want to bring it up. You said who?
You said an embarrassing moment and you talked about a nigga that
I'm
only 3
talking about
people in the
chick-
world
talking
know
about
who he
chicks
is.
in the armor. You gotta call a spade. Listen, I'm not gonna have a blindfold on for people that I don't really fuck with. Hov got a couple scumbag moments where I'm like, you know what, that was fucked up. You know what
You
I'm
said chink in the armor. Everybody, niggas are making $1 million deals every day. If you think everybody's gonna do everything to everyone's liking $1 million dealings,
It is what it is, though, bro. You gotta call a spade a spade. There's nothing wrong with that.
You think in the armor is acceptable considering all
Look
the
how big
shit
his
that-
arm is.
Yeah, exactly.
Still there.
Kanye got a lot of chinks.
that nigga don't got no armor. That nigga's outside.
I didn't make it.
Nigga is outside getting shot at.
Are we aware of what's going on with Kanye and Pete Davidson this week?
If Kanye don't pop on this cracker, I very well might take my Kanye poster down in the crib. I very well might delete all the music.
Pop on him now. He not gonna pop on him.
You have to pop on him. The cracker felt emboldened. He felt comfortable enough to text your phone.
Because he know how corny Kanye is. First of all, Kanye talking about he gonna run up on him. Anybody that says that in public knows they not gonna do it.
That's not true.
Kanye.
Wait, are
like,
we
that's
saying
the
that Pete
simplest
Davis is wrong for the shit that he said to Kanye?
I don't think he's wrong.
thing.
Yeah.
You're not gonna talk to my
Yeah.
girl like this. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care how many kids y'all got together. You don't get to keep disrespecting my girl.
Yes, I do. You don't exist.
Wildin'.
You don't exist.
You wildin'.
Everybody acting. Everybody
I'm
is
stomping
acting.
you out.
Everybody is acting like they never been that nigga before.
I've never been that nigga.
Alright, bro, cool. Well,
I've had to.
bro.
I've had to remove myself, my relationship with my baby mother, and center it solely around my children in order to be the father that I wanted to be.
So yeah,
Because
so you had to
there
get
was a new
there.
nigga in town that, and then me and him wasn't really seeing eye to eye. But there's been a time when a nigga was disrespecting my baby mother, and I had to call. She called me like, "Yo, this is happening. The kids is in the back." I said, "Put him on the phone." I said, "He's not gonna grab the phone." I said, "Put him on speakerphone." I said, "Beloved, my kids is there. I don't give a fuck about what y'all doing together. But if I gotta come up there, it's not gonna be for nothing. It don't make no sense. Me and you ain't got no smoke, but my kids is there. So now you forcing my hand. Get your shit. Just go for a walk. She gonna fuck with you tomorrow. That's your girl. You don't gotta be there right now. If I gotta come up there, it's not gonna be for nothing." They got quiet. You hear rustling in the back. He's grabbing his bag. That's it. You're not gonna be disrespectful. Period. Now imagine if that's on the other hand, and it's her baby father going crazy. I don't know if I told you about this. I was getting neck 5 in the morning. A chick baby father come banging on the door. Boom, 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 boom. He get to come walking in the crib. He see me there. I had pulled up my pants. The living room was right there. So now I'm just sitting there. Right? He come walk. He see me. He kind of backed up. Let me see my daughter.
5 in the morning?
It's 5. We had just come home from the club. She closed the door. She goes in the back. I get up. I go to the door. Babe, bro. All due respect, don't do that no more. Don't do that no more.
That nigga.
You come in here at 5 in the morning, that's wild. No, let me see my daughter. All right, no problem. Just understand that's wild. Close the door, went sat back down. She come out with her daughter. What you said? Nothing. There ain't no reason for me to tell you what just happened between two men, but don't do that no more.
At 5 in the morning, she went and got the baby and brought the baby to him. You should have sat down and minded your fucking business. Because if the nigga wanted to violate, he would have been in all rights to violate.
She had sucked her teeth and all that. She did not like the fact that he did that.
It don't matter, but she's
that
adhering exactly my point. So you sit down, mind your business, nigga. You got a family of your own.
I did.
That's cool.
I did. You would have went and got your gun. I already know what you would have did. Me
what?
You would have went and got, if you was the baby father.
Oh yeah,
how you felt?
You would have been. Mind your business.
I'd have been what?
You gotta mind your business.
I just stayed there that night though.
Exactly.
Got my head and dipped out.
I'm gonna take my head to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my head to go. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. All you gotta do, all you need is a few shots, and one of them gonna go in.
Yeah.
Cause that was really funny.
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
want no compliments from you.
But y'all think that Pete Davidson is wrong? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go around.
yeah, mind your business.
No, I don't think he's
Always mind your business.
He's not wrong for the simple fact, one, that's his lady now. And at the end of the day, if your lady's your lady, you're not going to let nobody disrespect your lady.
But you've been letting this nigga disrespect your lady.
And now it's the time. Enough was enough. And on top of it, you've been disrespecting me. So he really got two reasons to come doing what it is that he's doing. I'll admit the whole in bed with your wife shit was a little wild. I wouldn't have went that far. And now you...
Man, you just buried my head in the ground and put flowers on it.
But if this is your girl, you just used your girl to disrespect another nigga. Clown shit.
How? I'm in bed.
The nigga asked
I'm in bed. I'm in bed with your...
It was unnecessary.
I'm in bed with your wife.
Necessary to a nigga
It's
that's
not his
antagonizing
wife.
the situation?
I ain't no front though. He wants all the smoke, and I'm all
He don't want all the smoke.
He's from New York. You better relax.
No, he's not. He's from Staten Island,
You're
bro.
right. I apologize.
And he a cracker from... Like, stop acting like that, bro. Like, niggas forget.
But nah, he's not wrong though, bro. You gotta put yourself in his shoes. You're not gonna want nobody disrespecting you or your lady, bro. You're not gonna.
If you jump in the middle of Kanye and Kim prop issues, if you jump in the middle of the circus, don't get mad when niggas tag you a clown. Now you a clown.
You can beef with your lady without beefing with me though.
Now you in the way.
Well, fuck it. Come run me over. If you like that.
He bout to. Y'all niggas
like
tell
that,
y'all niggas
come
that.
get slot.
Let me ask you, Tron, what do you think about the situation?
I think Pete was completely in the right. And Kanye needs to be checked, whether it's by Pete or not. Like, Pete showed enough patience, right? At some point, like Loon said, enough is enough. Like, the nigga needs to be checked. Somebody needs to tell him, like, yo, your kids is watching all of this shit. And, like, you're all over the internet, in public, doing all of this. You're not doing well by your family, even though you think you might. And Pete had to be the one to say something, because obviously Kanye don't got nobody in his corner checking him. He wasn't wrong. On top of the fact that Pete is on the defense. This nigga been coming at him on rap lyrics and all kinds of shit, talking about he gonna send goons up to SNL. Like, he should have done way more than that.
Like, you making diss tracks about a nigga that don't even rap.
Exactly.
Like, how pussy
Nah,
can you
don't
really
do that.
be?
Don't do that. Rap's done that. Rap has done that the entire career. What are you talking about? The entire life of rap has been niggas talking about niggas that don't rap.
It's different when you a white guy.
No, it's not different.
It's different.
So when he does clap back, you gonna be like, oh, yo, like, what you fuck you expect?
Let me ask you. a
Pete
question.
was making jokes on SNL while smashing this nigga's.
That was years ago. That
Doesn't matter.
SNL shit was while Kanye was with her. He was not fucking with Kanye.
But look what I'm saying.
The SNL
Okay.
skit was not recently.
Okay.
That was way before
You think
Kim
he
and
hasn't?
Kanye
You think
broke up.
as a comedian he hasn't made Kanye jokes?
All right, but who hasn't? Kanye is a
We
joke.
not-
Kanye makes Kanye jokes.
It's a bit.
At the end of the day, I'm agreeing a little bit, right? But you might get to disrespect me. I think you could disrespect me more than you could disrespect my girl.
Yeah,
I think you could talk about me, all right, but when it gets to a point when you stressing my shorty out and I'm here with her and I'm seeing the effect on the kids and I see you misbehave, like you're abusing. It's abuse.
I would look at him crazy if he
You don't
did
think
say
it's
something.
abuse? You don't think that Kanye is being abusive towards the kids?
To the kid? Hell no, he's not being abusive to the kids. No.
You're putting them on social media for billions of people to see
They've been on.
and judge.
They've been.
No, they haven't. North has been
Those
on
kids have
social
not been
media.
on social media the
Not
entire
in this
career,
fashion. Not
the
in this
entire
fashion.
lifespan.
Not in their personal life.
What do you mean? Yes, they have.
No,
They've
have not.
posted pictures of these kids. They've sold pictures of
It's not
these
their
kids.
business. It's not all of this personal
It's not dirty
shit
laundry.
that goes to. They gotta go to school.
Bro, this
This shit is in their community. It's like it's different shit. Yeah,
It's my kids.
of course.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, baby.
Look, you gotta do that
Hi.
because if he didn't answer, that's abusive.
Daddy gonna call you back, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
How much?
You have to do that. You gotta make
All
sure.
right.
No, wait, look, he had to put it by the mic.
Yeah, like, oh, here.
Like,
That man
listen,
being
I'm a father. I know the difference.
Because if I didn't answer, Tyler would have told me I'd being abusive.
and negligent.
I think that what Pete Davidson did was aggressive.
So whatever
Reason why
happens to
it's
him
It was warranted.
happens.
You said it's warranted.
It was aggressive, though.
It wasn't.
I'm reading
why-
the text right now. Yo, it's Ski. Can you please take a second and calm down? It's 8 a.m. and it don't gotta be like this. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for these kids is amazing, and you are so fucking lucky that she's your kid's mom. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore, and I'm done being quiet. Grow the fuck up.
Stop right there.
Yes.
Can I see that? I just
Don't
want
throw my phone. Please
I'm
don't throw my phone.
I'm not gonna throw you. What do you take me? for?
Because I'm an entertainer. Let me see that. Get this shit the fuck out of here.
Stop from the
Get this
ass.
shit the fuck out of here. Feel me.
Here go the thing.
Feel me.
Here go the thing. I was about to launch the shit to the nigga's bed. I'd already measured. I'm like, all I gotta do is loop it around here. But look, all right, I'm gonna break it down. Can you? He said, "Yo, it's Ski." First of all, why you texting me? Why you texting my phone? That's off. Why you texting my phone? Phone, we already have a problem. I wish my baby mother boyfriend would text my. Oh my, please, give me a reason to act.
I text
the way
my
I
baby.
wanna act.
I text my shorty's baby father.
Give me. I said me. Give me a reason to act the way I want to act. But no, yo, it's Ski. Can you please take a second and calm down? No, suck my dick. This has nothing to do with you. It's 8 a.m. and it ain't gotta be like this.
It's
Bitch,
8 a.m. as well.
bitch, who are you? First of all,
Why
it's
you
8 a.m.
being
We're in LA. Technically, it's 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're late. Get out the fucking bed.
If it's 8 a.m., you wildin' for doing this right now. It's 8 a.m. in the morning.
All right, now here goes. Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. So she's a better mother than your mother. Shut the fuck up, please. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
This is crazy.
What she does for those kids is amazing. You are so fucking lucky. First of all, how you know I'm lucky? How you know I'm lucky? Please shut the fuck up. Like, all of this is you getting violated. All of this is just more marks for me to violate you. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat us this way anymore. You're a bitch. I've decided I'm not gonna. Get a load of Tony's fucking Braxton.
You have to understand that that's just the way he's talking. That's just the way he talks. He's white.
I don't care. I've decided I'm not gonna let you treat. Oh, but last week you was fine with me treating you this way.
No,
you're a bitch. You're a bitch. And you're acknowledging the power I have over both of you. You're a bitch.
So if it's your shorty, and your shorty's baby falls talking.
I stay out of it. First of all, I don't date. How many times I keep telling y'all I don't date bitches with kids?
Let's just say
because this is why.
So let's just say if that doesn't happen, you're gonna stay out of it.
It would never happen because I don't date bitches with kids. You know why? Because this.
So let's just say it happens though, bro.
Bro, I'm not losing my, and I'm telling you the truth. I'm not losing my life over somebody else's bullshit, bro. Niggas kill over they bitch all the time. They kill a bitch all the time. What you think they gonna do
to you?
It's
a fact.
I'm not getting in between that.
I think Pete wants to smoke. I think Skeet wants to smoke.
He don't want to smoke, bro, because you don't know what the smoke entails. It's not Hollywood, bro.
He says, I'm in the bed with your wife.
That was tough.
Wait, hold on. Kanye says, oh, you're using profanity.
Kanye's tough. That was my favorite part.
Oh, we using profanity now. Where you at?
Where are you right now? In bed with your wife.
Let's stop right there.
The picture's wild. I want to use this as a So Shameless background.
Let's stop right there for a minute, though. Let's stop right there for a minute. That's corny. Kim should leave that nigga just off of that. Because if you really believe I'm your girl, how big? The marriage is dissolved. She dropped the last name. Kanye's filed for her to be that. They're not married anymore.
Right. But
I'm in bed with your wife.
Yeah.
So you felt the need to. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you. No,
you just said. Yo,
I said it.
Yeah.
But Kanye didn't say it. All Kanye said is where you
it's
at.
It's okay for you to feel suck my dick to everything I just said, and I can't say I'm in bed with your wife. Why not?
Because I'm not using. I'm talking about me. No matter what I said suck my dick. I didn't use a fucking innocent bystander who I'm supposed to care, love, and protect to make you mad.
Using her as a prop is corny.
That you just used your girl as a prop to make another nigga mad.
I don't think Kim is bothered by it.
Of course not, because the bitch has no self-respect. But we talking about regular people.
Tron, what do you think? Tron.
The nigga asked where you at. I'm in bed with your wife. And he specifically said your wife because he knew that was going to piss him off. Right?
So
I get it, right? So,
Melly, do you understand what I'm saying as a woman? Or you not clicking?
But what you not? Maybe he just wants the war now, bro.
He doesn't want the war, bro.
Hold on. To that point. Kanye says, I'm happy to see you're out of the hospital and rehab. Pete says,
that was good. That was good.
It's wonders what those places can do when you get help. You should try it. I'm in LA for the day if you want to stop being a little internet bitch boy and talk.
Smoke.
I want it.
Now what?
I want it.
For starters, Kanye's so gangster.
However you want to do it. You want to talk? I called you a bitch. And I'm saying we can talk. We can shoot it out, we can stab it out, we can fight it out, or we can talk it out. However you want to fucking do it. Nigga, what do you want to do?
I would have told that nigga, I would have taken that nigga back. That's fine. I'm going to run a plane into that crib so you can meet your father. You dumb? So now you and your father died the same way.
Okay.
What the fuck is you playing? I'm not playing with these niggas. I'm not playing with these crackers. Y'all bugging out.
You don't scare me, bro. He says then, after he said, they said, you don't scare me, bro. Your actions are so pussy and embarrassing. It's so sad to watch you ruin your legacy on the daily.
Right.
Kanye says, you're more than welcome to come to Sunday service.
Nigga told him to come here, some amazing singers. Have you ever been on Sunday service? It is the most immaculate singing I've ever heard.
I want to fight. Not praise the Lord. Like
now he told him to come to Sunday service. He gonna bury his stupid ass.
Bro, what is the plan? Like seriously, if you're in Kanye's mind, because obviously there's a lot going on.
He's having a mental health crisis. So no, we're not going to be able to relate what's going on in his head.
But what is the Sunday? You're behind. Because it's outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what.
So it's not like you could be backstage. Like where are you? Are you going to fight? Like what are you doing at Sunday service? You going to call God? Like, what are you going to do?
Right.
What is the plan to keep telling me to come to Sunday service?
If he wanted to smoke, he should have went and seen.
Kanye is using his beef to promote his party, and I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
What party?
Sunday service.
What you talking about? Pete posted this, not. And that's another thing. Niggas that post screenshots is bitch made, bro.
Kanye been posting screenshots every day for the last 90 days.
I ain't see no screenshot.
Have you not been?
I also don't pay attention to this. I'm telling you.
I
that
stopped.
as well.
Bro, listen. At the end of the day,
This is not my business, but I'm
everybody got
telling
their
you,
limits.
if something happened to that boy Pete Davidson, he put himself in the line.
Now, if he slapped Ye, then what?
Then Ye no longer exists to me.
Oh, all right.
It's gonna be like Thanos. It's gonna be like the Thanos snap.
I feel like people.
As soon as he slap him, like, y'all gonna be like, who's? I'll be like, who? They're like, no, this college dropout. What is that?
I feel like I feel like niggas saying like, yo, Pete is wild instead of saying, yo, Ye needs some help is bugged out. Like he's bugging out, bro. Like every day he just shows more and more that he's bugging out.
Have you watched the documentary?
Of course, loved it.
The last 30 seconds of the last 30 minutes of the Kanye documentary. Have you watched it? Gives me perspective on all of this. The man is not there. I said this last week. He's not there. He's not there. Like even the videos that he did the other day, his eyes are closed while he's talking and all.
He was praying.
Bro, I don't care. He looks crazy. All they think about is fashion and how I look. You look crazy. You don't see you look crazy.
I ain't gonna hold you, pray, but everybody looks crazy when they pray.
Nah, he was flexing.
Yeah, eyes are closed. You talking to somebody that's not right in front of you.
He flexed his
You look crazy.
Recording and uploading to you.
You don't say nothing when Devon Franklin do it.
I don't.
He do that every. Father God, I come to you.
D.L. Hughley.
He's a
and
bitch.
Kanye also.
He's a
have
bitch.
beef. Now
D.L. Hughley's a bitch. D.L. Hughley's a bitch. Now he's a bitch. And when I say bitch, I don't mean in a derogatory statement. I mean in the manner of a woman who wants attention. D.L. Hughley's a bitch. You wasn't even involved in this. You jumped out there on Vlad to answer this so you could be in the middle of it. Now you're in the middle of it and you hash. The fuck? Why does he keep fucking hashtagging Kanye's name?
Because he's 60.
He's a comedian. He talks about shit going on.
He's
always been dissing niggas for years.
Yeah, but now you're in. But you trying to make yourself a victim out of jumping in the middle of this circus, and Kanye has not even mentioned you. Kanye said nothing about D.L. Hughley.
So
Kanye has not even acknowledged or addressed that this nigga exists.
So here's my thing, right? I get what you're saying, but my whole thing is, why is it that he's a bitch and he can't just be a nigga that's simply calling out some shit that he sees as some sucker shit?
Right.
No, that first statement was fine. That first statement was fine. Like, even if I disagree with the statement in its totality, it's fine. Somebody asked you a question, you answered the question.
So what made him a bitch?
Because once the fans and Kanye's fans all responded, as they would, because you spoke on a public platform about their adored one. Mm-hmm. Now you're trying to make yourself big. Oh, they're threatening me. I can't believe this.
I didn't see that part.
Kanye has not said anything to this man.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Kanye did not say anything to D.L.
He said, "Oh, you live in Cal." He said, "You live in Cal." What do you call that shit?
Yes.
I thought he was talking to Pete.
No, he literally wrote a whole caption
to D.L.
He said, "I will send niggas to your house
on GD.
I have money. I will put money on your head."
Oh, that's fire.
That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
He literally said, "I'll put money on your head." Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
I never even expected.
Now that's fire.
Kanye to talk like that. Like,
why not? He
really might be GD. I didn't think he was.
I didn't think he was either.
Kanye pulled up on the boy in the first episode.
Yo.
He said, what was all that?
Oh, yeah, he did.
What was all that?
He did.
It had some OG niggas off to the side of the camera.
Yeah.
Had some OG niggas off to the side of the camera like, what we doing? Well, these niggas just want to hug. And what the nigga did, the nigga that was just on the radio talking crazy, he was just on.
Talk to you.
Hold on. Let me talk
about this.
Yeah. That's just how I felt.
I'm just saying because I just wanted to, let me get up the call.
So, if you have a history of saying fucked up shit or have a wild history, whatever, you can't never say the right thing about somebody else's situation. Because that's all D.L. Hughley did.
No, I didn't know that Kanye. I didn't know. Y'all just told me something.
No,
I didn't know that Kanye ever addressed him.
This is after. So Kanye addressed him after the shit that D.L. Hughley said.
Yeah, no. Right. D.L. Hughley was fine. He did his job. He said what he was asked a question. He answered the question.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that Kanye ever addressed D.L. I thought just the fans did.
Let's see if I can find the D.L. Hughley.
But I also like that Kanye addressed it.
So you don't think Kanye's bugging at all?
Yes, he is. He's big bugging.
So what should we do about
I
that?
think he's
But there's nothing we can do about it, bro.
Besides just let him bug out.
There's nothing we can do about it.
What we
pray
can do
for him.
is what D.L. Hughley did. Call him out.
I agree,
Say
bro.
something.
That's not gonna change.
Comedians have always been the voice, our voice of reason, social commentary to talk about shit, and D.L. Hughley is doing nothing different than we've been doing.
Kanye West
Well,
says.
Well, DL, what was it? DL, what was it when
Hold
when you was happening? Never mind. Shut up. Go ahead, Tom.
Don't play with my. Kanye West says in the caption about North. Don't play with my name like that. This is after he says a bunch of other shit. Don't play with my name like that. I'm a real person who wants the best for my children. And D.L. Hughley is a pawn. Yeah, I know a king not supposed to address a pawn, but I address everything. And I find addresses, D.L. So don't speak on me or my children. I can afford to hurt you.
Oh no, that's tough. That's tough. And no, it's not. No, it's not because no.
It's not corny, but you want smoke.
DL said in that clip. DL said shit that could get Kanye in trouble. It could ruin it. The truth? He didn't say the truth. He said an opinion.
Okay. What's wrong with
He
that?
didn't say the truth.
wrong
You
with
called
that?
the nigga abusive.
You just call him to suck your dick. And you could call D.L. Hughley a bitch and all this other
He is a
shit.
bitch for trying to stay like. All right, Kanye said that and moved on. I haven't seen Kanye say. Like I said, I didn't even say him
All of
see
this.
that. But then has he mentioned him since?
Yes.
He did.
Oh.
Kanye West then says we gonna go to break.
This nigga's trying.
Alright.
Trying to hold it down.
Very
VA.
quickly, I just want to read this before we change up. Kanye did say something to D.L. Hughley after he said the one thing post. And of course, this is one of his mental health periods that he has where he just spazzes out for a
Having a
couple
manic
days.
episode.
Manic episode. And that's the problem for me, is that D.L. Hughley, I don't know if they understand that this guy is broken.
I do think he understands that he's having a manic episode, but I think the clout and the
That's my
notoriety
problem with
means
it.
more for D.L. Hughley
So
than
is Pete
caring about
Davidson
this black.
wrong?
Oh, Pete Davidson.
So this is my problem. If he knows, like, I can't defend myself against a person that's going through this shit. I can't try to talk you down off this cliff. I can't do anything.
Yeah, you can, but that's not what Pete was doing. Pete was trying to show his muscle.
Y'all know Pete crazy too though.
That's too. Yes, that is.
So it's an even playing field. That's why I don't got no problem with it.
That's two crackheads fighting. You ever seen crackheads fight? About this shit.
Like you getting mad at
And I'm gonna pick the black side.
I don't got no problem with that. But Pete from New York.
All right. So
Well, Jersey.
Kanye then goes to say after the first shit, we're going to stop letting practicing drug addicts be used by leftists to willy lynch our future black people with our own opinion or not allowed to speak in public. I am the glitch, DL. God does not like you. You have no favor. Your family hates you. I would hate to be related to somebody who used to be... I would hate to be related to somebody who used to be famous. Now you just known as a broke pawn. At least Oprah got billions allegedly. Come on, leftists. Y'all gotta do better than DL. This is yay. Bring the real smoke, baby. Show your real face. Charlemagne just don't hit the same, do he? Who y'all gonna get now? God is with us and you send DL to be against us? You've lost. No brilliant Hebrews will bow to y'all no more. Only dumbass drug addict house niggas don't play with me and don't play with God. Anybody related to DL, call Chris McLean and Adidas for Yeezys. They not free though. We running a business over here. He's just getting ran. You see Skeet missing work. Anybody else want to play with me? Please, 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 for the love of God, come and get me. Let's see how this turns out.
I only have one issue with that statement. That literal statement is perfectly fine. I have one issue with it. Don't talk about
Don't think about it. That's like what I said. You stop going whoa after that.
Yeah, I like that. I like it.
Because what Charlemagne got to do with anything?
Nah, because they had just had an argument.
Him and
Charlemagne had just called him on the phone. So Charlemagne and him had a conversation on the phone. They were arguing. So he must have posted that after the argument.
Charlemagne actually argued?
They're on the phone. I wasn't there. He told me about it after the fact. They were on the phone though. There was a phone call where Charlemagne was basically telling him like, "Yo, what you doing with Pete and all that? That's corny." Boom. Just talk, but he was talking to him. He didn't talk to the media. Yeah. He's talking to Ye on the phone, and then they went back and forth. So that's probably. So when he posted that, that's probably after that conversation.
Then he says, "Yo, Pete missing work. Did you go to SNL? Did Kanye send people to SNL?"
It's all corny shit.
Why you worried about me? Here's my thing. Why you ain't invite DL to freaking Sunday service?
Because today's Monday.
Cause you not even famous. At least Pete famous.
But selective battles though, bro. Like we got all this energy for this senior citizen.
I'm
telling you,
only
I want the
arguing
smoke.
with famous, relevant niggas.
Bro, I want the smoke. And
I'm also, if I'm Kanye, see, Kanye lucky I'm not around. I mean, y'all niggas lucky I'm not around Kanye. I'll be writing his shit for him. Because I'll be like, I'm not arguing with the least funniest king of comedy.
I don't know. Oh, is he? Is he funny?
Bro, that's why he went first.
Oh, the first guy. He's the barber in the front of the shop.
Hey, y'all, I'm doing comedy.
You want to laugh? Come sit here in my chair right here.
Hey, Bernie and them coming out, but
That's wild.
Speaking of Kanye, there's a little bit more to the whole thing that's going on right now. Let me see if I can find this clip. Did y'all see the episode with Joe Budden and Nicki Minaj?
no.
The talk down that they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Apparently, Nicki speaks on a moment that she had with Kanye where she's trying to, let me see if I can find it. Is it here? Did I do my job? Nothing's happening. Okay. Nicki Minaj says Kanye West previously turned down her Yeezy
Proposal.
collab because Kim Kardashian would probably wouldn't love that. I have the audio. Do y'all want to hear it?
Sure.
Let's see.
Told Kanye about that. I was like, hey, look, I'm about to do something, and I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you first, because I have so much respect for him. And he was like, well, if I did something with you, I don't think, I think my wife, it wasn't during this time, it was a while ago. He was like, my wife probably wouldn't love that idea because I should be giving that to my wife instead, If I was doing like a female version of the Yeezys or whatever, it probably should go to my wife. And I understood this, like, just my thought they husband or wife shit. So I said, okay, but I wanted to come to him first because I know I know my influence. But at the same time,
Keep watching.
we have to be careful. We have to be careful. When we say things like, so Kanye was very vocal about the fashion industry not letting him in at one time. So if a black female rapper who has just shown herself to be sellable in that space, and this is not from Joe Schmo down the block, it's from Fendi, saying, right? All of these things flew off the shelf. Then when I come to you as a black man that I look up to, I'm doing that because you inspired me. Because you said the fashion industry didn't want to let us in, even though we're so influential. And then when I did ask, just put it on his radar, he said what he thought, how he thought his wife would feel about it, and we didn't really speak much more about it. Now I'm not saying that she said that, she wasn't there, so I want to make it clear. But that's what he thought how she would feel about it, and so it is what it is. But we have to be careful, like that when we put those things out there, and when the door is open, that we do, figure out a way to have another black face there.
I just wanted to get the nose opening thing so that it's not so nasal.
It's never gonna happen. Because she got took like this.
That was the most contradictive shit I ever heard in my life.
Why?
You just said, the nigga said, that's a cool idea and all, but, I think that this is something I would much rather do with my wife or present to my wife. And she said, I respect that. So it should have been left at that. Not the whole, well, as the gatekeeper and somebody that I look up to, we have to shut the fuck up. You just said you had no problem with my decision, but now you're presenting all the problems with my decision. I'm trying to do the math. It doesn't really add up, but, that's how I feel.
I agree 100%. Like, conversation over. This is something I would do with my wife.
And I said my wife.
Like, now you playing the race card and all that. Like, Kanye's probably...
As a black? What?
Kanye has
Did you care about a black woman when you married a rapist?
And defended him?
Oh, shit.
And defended it?
Yeah, she been defending this nigga the whole time. What are we talking about? We got. That's why I don't be talking about these people. Man.
I'd like to hear the rest. This is what I'm here for.
You know, it's just I don't know, man. Like it's just real. It's like the selective heroism is just mad funny.
And
You know,
look at the two
like,
people having this conversation.
dickhead
Two
number one,
people who
number two.
don't. Two people having this conversation, and that we would just watch. Neither one of them value black women. So what the fuck are we talking about here?
You don't think Nicki values?
No,
Why?
because she just got done trying to sue and shut up a fucking victim of her fucking husband. That is a black woman. She also don't care about them black girls that her brother raped. She don't care about them either. So where is this support black womanhood? Where is this?
Trump said,
I'm saying it's family first, right?
No.
That's tough.
I'm saying Nicki Minaj's attitude, not mine, nigga.
Okay.
You gotta leave with that.
Yeah, bro. Like, that's how you feel? Like, a nigga that listen to Nas would say some shit like that.
What makes you think I listen to Nas? What episode did you rewind back to?
It was something that got me mad.
Yeah, I was
You said something nice.
I never heard
You said
Nas.
something nice about Nas and they're upset.
Yeah, no. And then she's talking to a nigga talking to that nigga. That nigga don't value black women. So what the fuck are we talking about here? What are we talking about?
I agree.
She's no different than D.L. Hughley. Kanye is having a moment. He's in the limelight. How can I be a part of it? Let me say this. Yeah, let me tell this story about Kanye not supporting me as a black woman.
I just think it's contradictory, being that every time somebody else comes out that's a rapper, that's a black female, she got beef with him. I feel like she's saying, oh, there's somebody that can bring people in. Why are you not doing that with the younger black artists?
Facts.
There's mad black female artists that need support. And we always say that they don't get that
Because she can't do it herself, so she can't.
Why she
can't do it herself?
Have y'all seen the streaming numbers for Nicki?
No.
She should have been on that wave, though.
Oh, yeah, she should have.
She was the.
She couldn't have.
She was one of the faces of rap at a point in time.
She couldn't have. I get
This
it. I get why she did it.
This
She
whole generation of female rappers should have came under Nicki Minaj and
They
under
could.
her umbrella.
It would be impossible.
Why not?
Because you have to remember, when Nicki comes in the game, there had been no female rap representation since Missy Elliott. It was Missy Elliott, and then here comes Nicki.
There was nothing else in between that?
So Remy Ma don't count? Just kidding.
What?
Kidding.
So between Missy, and we're talking about...
We're talking about success.
Okay, success. All right.
We're not just talking about, hey, I'm a rapper.
I'm fine
Oh,
with
they even trying to be funny.
No, but Remy is successful.
Now.
Relatively.
Now. Then,
I don't
no.
have no shade for that.
No, I'm talking about Remy. Listen, everybody know Remy Ma was probably my first crush. Like, I really love her ghetto ass. If we're talking about successful,
Cut the cash,
we're
dog.
talking about successful rappers.
Ghetto dope bitches.
If we're like talking about successful rappers, Remy Ma is not a successful rapper. She's not the majority of her
Does she have
success.
Grammys?
I don't. For maybe All the Way Up has a Grammy nomination. I don't know if it has a. I'm not sure. Can you look that up, Millie, please? I don't.
Remy Ma has Grammy awards.
But even if she does, what I'm saying is, Remy Ma, in between that period of Missy Elliott, and when I said I'm talking about these, I'm talking about people at a pillar of
I
success.
understand that. But
Missy
I just
Elliott.
don't think I would take success away from Remy, being that she has
was
all
locked,
of those.
but she didn't have it.
People be locked up and still have.
And I'm telling you, she didn't have it.
She has
Her album that she dropped, Going in Something About Remy, I love the album. Dud. Then she gets locked up.
No.
Then she gets locked up
She has nomination. I mean, 3 Grammy nods.
That's cool.
for All the Way Up, right?
Yeah, that's one.
That's one. Then
And
what's the other ones?
Oh.
It's all for that song.
Oh, yeah.
It's all for that song. But what I'm saying is, she gets locked up for 7 to 8 years. In that 7 to 8 years, Nicki Minaj emerges as the queen of rap. She could not bring anybody else up, or it would have affected her footing. I understand why she didn't. My point now is saying that was then. You don't got to be that way still now, because now it's redundant and it doesn't have the same effect. Like, these girls have already given you the nod as, oh, Nicki, you were the queen. Nicki, every girl has said, Nicki, 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 Nicki. You don't have to be that pretentious, upstuck, Baisley bitch no more. Like, you can embrace you can embrace your peers. They're your peers now. I know you hate to acknowledge it, but these is your peers. And you didn't. So now you're on the outside looking in, and that's why she had to
They didn't have to be her peers. They shouldn't have been her peers, is my point. You could have seen that coming. There's going to be other female rappers coming. You could either bring them under your umbrella, or they can be your peers and your competitors.
I respect the part of kill and destroy. I respect that. I respect of laying waste to the land. I'm the only female rapper. I respected that. She had to do that.
Not a good one.
That's a horrible move. Why do you think that's a good move?
Look at the success. She never has to put out
numbers. You just said her numbers.
Now. She's putting out new music now, and it's not streaming well. And she's trying to latch on. And she's trying to latch on to these new people. Oh, this person has something hot. Let me get something with them. You're like, and it's not working. It's not catching. It's not catching because everyone sees it for what it is, disingenuous. But when we're talking about during her time of ascent and her reign, I respect it.
I think
50 did it. And we respect 50 for doing it.
We don't. I don't. Not over here. But well, because I feel like he killed me or hip hop with that. But there's a point where you have to come in wilding, how to rob, do 50 shit, and you come in crazy. But then there's a point where you say, all right, yo, I'm going to do music with him. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. And you put people on, too, which is what 50 tried to do. He brought Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo. He tried to do the game. The game was...
No, he did the game. The game is the most successful rapper from the G Unit conglomerate, not named 56.
Yeah, but then they wound up with the beef and all. So I'm saying he tried to put other people on. Like, he's like, oh, West Coast, all right, let's do that, too. You know what I'm saying? So to a point, 50 didn't do it. Nicki would not do it. And we're talking about years and years and years and years and years. And yes, you could say at some point it's, well, the industry only allows certain amount of women.
And it's going to be me.
And it's going to be me. There's a point that you can say that. But then there's also a point when you're saying, yo, I'm on Channel 4 now. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting across from Mariah Carey now. I'm doing deals with Fendi now. I have the voice. Even if you just use Young Money. I can put other people on. Because Young Money had a million other little niggas in there. A million other little niggas in there that they was trying to put on from all over. We're giving that girl. Nicki never had no little young bitches over there.
And I give Nicki a lot of flack for a lot of shit. One thing I'm never going to give her flack for is surviving this shit. I'm not going to give her crap. I'm not going to give her flack for that. We are having this conversation as if the industry is not what the industry is. As if society is not what society is. So I'm not going... For everything I do give her shit for, I'm not going to give her shit for being a black woman that found a way to survive. Like, you could have brought up...
What are you talking about? Eating your young? It's survive. We're talking about that?
Yes.
I ate my young.
Yes.
So I'm going to big you up for that when there's all types of other food over here. There's food everywhere.
She had to do what she had to do, bro.
Nicki was so big, that shit wasn't even necessary.
It's not.
It's
not. And he's talking about it's survival. That's not survival. That's hating.
Y'all are saying this as consumers.
Exactly. I'm only a customer.
I'm telling you, I'm only a customer. I'm telling you what it's like from the other side. Trom can speak to. I know Trom's history in the business. I'm telling y'all, there was not a bunch of space.
I said that.
There's not a bunch of space. She could have been the female Drake. No, she couldn't.
No, where's that energy when she could have been bringing up fellow female rappers?
And I'm telling y'all, she couldn't do that.
I don't know.
Her label wasn't going to let her do that. That's first and foremost. Her label was not going to allow that. That's first and foremost. The industry wasn't going to allow that.
So here's my thing, right?
The industry created the Nicki Cardi beef before Nicki and Cardi even beefed.
Here's my thing, right? So I feel like people like sometimes people say, Nicki Minaj is like, one of the best female rappers ever, or the best female rapper ever. And I feel like people forget to say, like, at a point in time, fuck female rappers. She was literally like one of the best rappers out of both. She was one of the faces of rap. Like, not that.
Because she was a superstar. She never would. Technically, like,
she was one of the faces of rap, bro.
Yeah.
So I feel like you had enough star power and enough authority and enough, juice to do what it is you wanted to do at that time.
Y'all say that once again as consumers, as somebody who didn't have to go through the industry. This woman came up from the year she spit coming up. She watched how the industry disposed of women, black women. She said, "I'm not gonna be that." Well, by any means necessary. I respect that part of it. I have to respect.
I'm gonna say this because we're not really going nowhere. Right? Conversation is where it is. Hashtag So Shameless Pod on Twitter. If you have something to say, if you want to be part of the conversation, you can always come join the Patreon. You can always, Melly, please help Mouse with his mic or just make sure, all right? It's cool. Join the patreon.com/So Shameless Pod, So Shameless Podcast. Figure it out, I don't know. Give us some likes. If you're on iTunes, go give us some likes, give us some reviews. Let's get us up in the ratings. If you like the show, I never ask y'all for this shit. Never. So right now, just go type in your shit, like and review the shit. Actually say some shit. I hate Tahoe, love, Dodge and Trom. Say whatever the fuck you want to say. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But say some shit. Because the more that y'all say shit in there, the more that they push the show up. They're like, oh, people are paying attention to this show. If you want to see the show go places, y'all want us to be in the studio, like and review. Okay? Y'all want Dodge to do her own shit, like and review. People say, yo, Dodge should have the mic. I said, she has a mic. No, she should have the mic.
What is the mic?
I just take all the mics and give them to Dodge. I'm like, well,
Let's take all the mics and put them together and just give them to Dodge. Trom and Todd just sit there.
Like, somebody was like, oh, you don't have a problem. Oh, this nigga, you don't have a problem with that? No.
I'll start mad trouble.
And that's why it's just frack.
That's why you got to.
Dodge is a fucking superstar, but she's on my team. That's like saying, yo, we got to get rid of Jordan off the Bulls because you're not getting enough shots.
Scotty should have the ball.
Yeah.
Nigga.
No, let her do her fucking thing. I'm very proud over there of what's going on over there. I wanted to switch it because this man here has a new show.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
shit. I think Orlando actually told me about the show.
Oh, wow. Some friend.
But I didn't hit you up. Well, I don't pay attention to my friends. That's what everybody tells me. I'm a bad friend. But I want to give you the time right now to tell me about the show.
Orlando, you talking about Wax Facts? Oh, yes, we got Wax Facts over there at Rock the Bell. Shout out to Uncle L. Shout out to
LL Cool J?
Yeah.
Licking lips?
Uncle L.
No ears with the finish?
That's what I call him.
Isn't that what LL stands for?
Ladies love Cool James.
I thought it was
You knew
licking
that,
lips.
you
Wow.
50-year-old. Shut the fuck up.
Bro.
He knew it.
He's got, come on. LL likes joking on himself now.
He posted, hey, listen, I was told, I ain't gonna say what I was told everybody.
What? Say it, please say it. No, don't diss on him. Don't diss on him.
You not fucking my check up.
Yeah.
Niggas hit me the morning when Twitter was going crazy on them. Niggas hit me that morning. Mouse, you cannot partake. I said, I know.
Alright.
Like, alright, Snipes, I'll stop with anything.
What they're talking about is LL had, they're talking about his bad fits and the bad things that
No, they were just saying he's been a menace.
I meant to
the world.
Right.
To the world at large.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yes, he has. Well, I can partake
But I
now.
feel like that is what you're talking about with Nicki. I feel like LL felt like y'all not gonna.
Oh no, we're talking about menace. We're talking about menace in like his actions on camera and things of that nature.
Yeah, like
You see, once again, you tried to set me up just now.
No, I just felt like LL always felt like you're not gonna come for me because I'm gonna tear your ass apart.
But men can do that. Women can't. Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
Tell us about Wax Facts.
So Wax Facts is a show I came up with for Rock the Bells. Basically all I do.
What is Rock the Bells?
Rock the Bells is LL's streaming site.
Okay.
So it's over there. There's the rockthebells.com, or you can watch everything on Rock the Bells YouTube, which most people are doing.
Rock the Bells YouTube.
Today's Monday, so a new episode dropped today. But what I do with Wax Facts is I talk about one hit wonder song and why, or the artist, and tell people why I believe they're a one hit wonder. Then I leave it to the people to argue and tell me how much I don't know about hip hop.
In the comments.
In the comments, they
Give us an example. What's a one hit wonder?
Ooh, first episode was Bobby Shmurda. First episode was Hot Nigga.
Wow.
It's a one hit wonder.
I see a one hit wonder. He's still
See?
making music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but where's the hit?
So his first hit might be his biggest. That's the case for a lot of artists.
That's the only hit.
Does that mean that it's a one hit wonder?
That's currently the well, like I said in the thing, like I said on the show, I'm not wishing him to be a one hit wonder. I want more success to come for Bobby Shmurda. I want more music. I enjoy Bobby Shmurda music.
Yeah.
The hit, the most successful song he had, commercially,
Is there any
It's
other
hot.
successful
That's not his fault though.
He got locked
He
up.
got locked up right after. That's not his
So,
fault.
and then he came home and then released a record that didn't catch immediately. Or they haven't caught yet. He is a one-hit wonder at this moment.
Computer's name.
Computer-
That's Rowdy Rebels.
It's Rowdy Rebel and it's not a commercially successful song.
It's not.
No.
Commercial.
It's a hook.
Just because you play, guess what? Those songs, the songs are downloaded already. So when we play them in the club, they don't get a stream. They're downloaded to your Serato already.
It's a classic.
That's why Swag Surf is only like barely gold.
Right.
That is another song I tagged as a one-hit wonder, and I hate that
Oh
song.
yeah, absolutely. That's one.
Really?
What about Rich Boy?
Nobody even knows the group that makes
Can the episodes come out, Orlando?
I'm just,
Oh, so you have more.
You're asking. I can't tell them. That episode had to drop. But yeah, there's a shit ton of one-hit wonders in hip hop. And like I said, it's not always a bad thing. I think I love the conversation. I love chaos, so I don't typically clear
Do you
things
think
up.
your opinion is fact?
No, that's what's an opinion. But I don't speak in opinion. I speak in facts.
Hey, you fucked me up. You fucked me up.
You just
It was
slow
like
it down.
It was
That's a
like
woman answer.
it was weird. My brain did some shit just now. I think it was like,
I know.
I feel like it hit me with some electricity or something. I was like,
Because I'm watching the Watchmen. I hit it with that shit.
wait, stop.
Niggas over here, I got Mike.
But no, go ahead.
I need to know what's defined as one hit wonder.
Well, a song being a hit. So commercial success.
Because in my opinion, one hit wonder is you make a hit record and then you're in oblivion. Like you're no longer. So Bobby Shmurda is still being heard of versus another artist that made a hit.
Musically,
and you
he's
never
not.
hear from them again. You don't even know where the fuck this person is.
Musically, he's not being heard from. Musical success is not being heard from Bobby Shmurda. We're not playing anything but Hot Nigga and Computer in the club. Nobody's playing the new records. I enjoy the new records. No one's playing those in the club. No one's requesting them at radio. The videos have not broken the mill. Like this is what everything that would make a song a hit has not happened since Hot Nigga. All right.
booga, 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 booga. There was two different ways I could go with that last conversation. We was talking about putting people on, right? We was talking about Nicki put people on, but we was also in the era of speaking about Mouse. Matter of fact, to the people who don't know, might be new, might be hiding under a rock. We have Mouse Jones in the building today.
Gang.
We have King Loon.
Yeah, they definitely know who he is.
From
Under
Just
a Rock
Rap.
or Not.
He has a new podcast.
You get your break done. Please.
What?
So the mouse, my fault.
Why? You know, I'm trying to highlight you right now.
Hey, well, you give me all the highlights. I don't need no more highlights. You need something.
What you gotta do is learn how to not let this nigga, cause he is gonna joke on you. I'm in the fuck open Instagram.
Shut up, Tom.
Open it. The girls love a nigga, right? But Mouse,
Hey, here you go.
I'm not even on the screen yet. I'm just watching. I'm a customer.
He's not gonna tell the truth. He's not gonna tell the truth.
What was the comment about?
No, go ahead. No, go ask me.
All right, you know what?
Tell your story.
You know what? I'm not gonna say it. Fuck this shit.
I see it.
No, the man starts talking about. They're like, oh, let Tahoe come in. I think they were talking about body counts.
Yeah,
Let's
they're
do
talking
that
about
now
Dirk and
instead of
India.
other shit. We're
Yeah,
talking
they're
about body
Dirk and
counts.
India.
And Mouse had his opinion about body counts they didn't agree with or whatever. Wait, let's hear from Tahoe. I know Tahoe got something to say. Here go Mouse. Tahoe, he's 50 years old. He ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. He can't talk about this. Tahoe, this nigga.
That's
I'm
not
like,
true?
yo.
It's a bunch of 20 something. The youngest
said
person
it-
on that.
You said 30 different Tahoe things before I even pressed. I wasn't even going to join the live. I was in here cooking.
It's the Mouse Wide. And
I had to defend myself. I felt like Pete Davidson. I had to defend myself. Mouse, I'm done being quiet. I'm in bed with you. And I had to join the live to defend myself. So what you gotta do is, this is what he does. I don't know. I said it's Dirty Mac. I don't know if it's Dirty
It wasn't
Mac. I
Dirty
wasn't
Mac.
trying to fuck none of them, right? But I'm just like, bro, leave me alone. You ain't gotta talk bad about me. It's women here. Mouse the type of nigga that want to start slap boxing and shit with you when you trying to woo the bitches. He gonna take your hat and like run around the room and shit with you.
Now look, I'll show you why he contradictory. What he just said 5 seconds ago. I wasn't trying to fuck none of them.
Right.
So now I'm the nigga. that. So I'm joking on you, and we
It's
all.
women here.
We all. So what?
Just because I don't.
Why can't we treat the women regular?
I don't.
They're our audience. If nobody's trying to fuck them, they're our audience.
They're strangers.
Sorry.
Can we go to commercial?
I was holding it. I was holding it.
Look,
Man,
bro! Look! This shit blew my head up! It blew my head up!
I couldn't
Yo, you didn't just do that.
I heard it through the headphones. I was like,
Yo, I looked around and I thought something was coming from the back.
I said, yo, who's calling me?
Everybody, let's just go to break and let the
No, you already broke the win. Fuck that. Keep talking. We are professionals. We can talk through a fart.
my headphones are dirty.
My headphones stink.
Now, when we're talking about body counts.
No.
What?
Finish the stick. Because I don't like what you did what D.L. Hughley did to Kanye.
Why?
You just said some inflammatory shit and tried to move on. Like you didn't just speak on my name in an ill manner. Like I be talk like.
Yes, you joke.
No, we done been.
Everybody's trying to be cool
That's
around
right.
the bitches.
But we done been in
Could be
these.
sneaky little sex I can have with one of them that I'm not expecting. Yes. That's what niggas trying
But
to
you
do.
say
I'm not
you
talking
was-
about me particularly.
but you say you
I'm
was-
saying this niggas. This is what you do. You be around people. Here you go. Oh, what are these socks? What? Look at these sneakers. Oh, bro,
The
why
nigga
are you
went and got
doing
the socks.
this?
The
Why
nigga's
you
a dirty
doing this?
bitch. The nigga went and got the socks from the back room to make fun of him, to help me
They
make fun of him.
did that, not me. I just
Where the socks come from?
I just amplified it because you said that they was fucking. Yo, babe. By the way, we need to go back to this spot. I love this spot.
Somebody
Discovery
said they went in on Tahoe calling him Pop Pop. Grandfather time, and then Mouse did. My phone died.
Nah, your phone ain't died.
I swear to God, my phone died. I promise you, my phone died.
Yeah, that was at first. But then they
I'm just saying, that's not what's happening. That's how I show love. I make fun of my friends. That's how I show love.
Question.
Yes.
What is your opinion on this little dirt thing?
I don't have none. I have zero opinion about
Body
it.
counts. Why? Because it's good dirt?
First of all, I love dirt.
I do too.
I fuck with dirt.
I do too.
But bigger than that, he's a multi-millionaire. I'm 100,000 Well, I'm talking about how he lived his life. Third reason why I don't got no opinion on it. He said, verbatim, I love my fiance because she got a low body count. She ain't fuck a bunch of niggas. I love her for that. His fiance. He ain't say nothing about the miserable bitches. He didn't say nothing about none of the bitches creating think piece and timeline fodder surrounding this while they on fucking break.
I agree.
That's none of my business. He said, this is how he live his life. If you want to be around me, this is what you got to do. And he has the money.
So what was the conversation about then with what was it, Ariana Foss?
I said just that. Me saying exactly what I just said to you just now. That's all I said. And then you came in and they said, well, Tyler don't mind a bitch with a body count. I said, Tyler's 50. He's not running into bitches that got no body counts. They've been through life.
That's fucked up.
You're not dating kids.
I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. So how long, at what age is it
50?
okay to have a decent body count?
30 plus. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, in my life, I'm 30. If I meet a woman my age, I only date women my age or older than me. I already think I hoes. So I just gotta find the best hoe.
What's a hoe?
I already think I hoes.
Find one you
So I
like.
just gotta find a hoe that don't show she a hoe.
I had certain conversations with people on Twitter and they're basically like, yo, because I was like, yo, I like experienced pussy. Me, period. Me personally. I like a woman that has had her way, knows what she likes, knows how to spit on some shit, slap it on her face, knows how to titty fuck, do whatever the fuck she want to do. I like a woman has had her fun. I don't want no virgin pussy. I don't want no 2-body, 3-body pussy. Y'all keep that. Go back out in the street, slam around a few times and come back and you got a little 2 dings to that thing. Yeah.
That hurt.
That's the type of shit I'm into.
Slam around.
Yes, get your body dropped a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Me personally.
So you want
My homie Dewey.
You love Dewey.
Dewey says, yo, Tahoe, please. Please stop this nonsense. You've been doing this sex podcast too long. Women can have experience without having mad different partners. You can have 3-4 bodies and still be great in bed.
It's none of my business.
It's not likely.
It's none of my. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not unlikely at all. It's very likely. Like if you have a healthy sex life with someone, like this conversation is dumb. It's so dumb. Like
it is.
Oh my god. Like fuck who you fucking. Fuck who you can afford to fuck and shut up. Like this conversation is so stupid. Like
that fuck who you can afford to fuck is funny.
It's the truth. A lot of niggas settle for women with high body counts because that's what you can afford. You cannot afford the woman that has the body count that you would like. So you gotta. It's like it's the difference between leasing a new vehicle. I'm not gonna compare women to vehicles because I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it, and I would have hated myself after I did it.
So,
but what I'm saying is basically what I'm saying is men want this autonomy over women that they can't afford. You can't afford the autonomy and submission you're asking for. So leave the women alone and deal with who you're dealing with. The women with the body count or the women that give off the perception of the body count that you want, 9 times out of 10 you can't afford it.
That's implying that if you got the money, then you could talk about a woman's body count.
It's implying that if you have it's implying that if you have the money, you're not having these conversations.
So I agree with Mouse on the first part. What a nigga like is what a nigga like. I have no problem with him saying that he loved his shorty.
In mind, he never spoke down on anybody else.
Yeah, I have no problem with somebody liking what they like. But it is very. First of all, if you're a nigga that likes sex and you want a girl that's good at sex, you're gonna end up fucking with a bitch who got a little bit of miles on that fucking Camry. You feel me? Like, for a girl to have like 1 or 2 bodies,
you just go to woman. When you think of women, I know I made a woman vehicle. I know I made a women vehicle conversation, but you just
to have.
Wait, you just call a woman a Camry?
It's about to leave. Hold on, it's about to leave. It's very unlikely for you to have a girl that's probably had 2 to 3 bodies, and she's gonna be this big ass fucking pinky porn star that you're looking for. I feel like a lot of niggas, they want the porn star chicks with low body counts, and that ain't really a thing that exists like that. For you to have a chick that has some kind of sexual experience, she has to have sexual experience. You feel me? So in reference to the whole body,
she could have been with a nigga and discovered her sexual appetite.
It's not likely, bro.
So I'm guessing what niggas like Little Durk is worried about is not necessarily the body.
Little Durk.
That's the nigga name, right?
There's no TTLE, bro. It's just LIL.
Little Durk.
Whatever. Durk.
Little Durk.
Durk.
Little Durk. Little Durky, y'all.
What I'm guessing, the shit that they worried about is not necessarily how many dudes that they shorty been with, but how mixy they are. That's what I'm thinking, because that's what.
That's really what it boils down to.
You know what I mean? So
niggas aren't good at articulation.
If she could keep it under wraps, you might not know how. She could be good at sex, to your point, Loon, but he's a public figure. He don't want to be bringing his shorty around.
And he said that.
She's giving hugs to everybody in the club in a different type of way.
Don't say but hugs.
I almost threw up.
So that has nothing to do with her body count, because if she's fucking the wrong 5 niggas, it could be 5 too many.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Is 15 a lot?
Somebody asked if 15 a lot. I don't think that's a lot.
Depends how old you are.
15 what? In a lifetime?
Like if you're 27, like yo, if you're single, I just think that women have just as much sex as guys.
Of course.
They just, and if they don't have a dude that's treating them right, they go to another dude. The dude's playing games, they go to another dude. That dude, they date for 3 months, they fuck another dude. If they do that and they stay with that guy for 2-3 months, it's not working out, whatever, that could be 2 bodies a year. That's 2 bodies a year. You do that for 6 years, that's 12.
Once again,
It's all about how you carry yourself. I don't give a fuck about the numbers.
that's it.
How you move.
I live a life where everyone in my life matches my criteria and requirements to be in my life.
Let me ask y'all a question. Past the body count thing, what about specific people?
That's the shit that hurts the most.
You find out a chick fuck with a dude and you hate that nigga, or you
He
respect that nigga.
too close to home.
But like it's been a time when a girl I was fucking with, I found out she was fucking with a nigga. I was like, you fucking with him?
I can't look after this.
I'm not attracted no more. It's weird because she was like, oh, you worried about his. If you could fuck with him or that type of nigga, me and you ain't on that same.
We not even. Yeah.
I agree.
That's a fact.
That's a great. So it's more.
Here's the thing.
Good.
Whatever it is that turns you off about somebody is perfectly fine. Whatever it is, who she used to fuck, her breath, the way her lip quiver, whatever it is that has you say,
I like lip quiver.
whatever it is that has you say, I'm no longer attracted to you. It's fine. And nobody else, no think piece, no educational a doctorate is ever gonna change that. My preference is my preference. The problem enters when I try and make people live by that. The problem is I grab you, my fault. When I grab you and say, you're not a woman. And when I grab you and say, bitch, you got 15 bodies, I need you to act like you got 2. The problem is when I say, act like you never dated that nigga. The problem is when I say, you're a square, but I need you to fit in this circle. And don't let you go.
Nah, the problem is when you're acting like you ain't got fucking 20, 30, but you do.
You moving like a 2.
I like a chick to tell me, I like sex, I've done my thing.
You're missing
and what
I get what you're saying from that aspect. I'm saying as a person, but specifically men. We're a room full of men. We need to do better in that. Stop dealing with people who don't fit the requirements you have created for your life and try and make them fit the requirement for your life.
No, that's true. But
we won't have these conversations. We won't have any more arguments. There'll be no more gender wars. There'll be no more $200.
No more gender wars. What the hell else we gonna do? What are we gonna talk about? You trying to kill podcasting?
I'm trying to kill. God damn it!
I feel the
they don't want to talk about rap all day. Like, yo, we want to talk about bitches.
What would we be without $200 dates?
Yeah. What else we gonna talk about?
But what you forgot, I feel like the real problem comes in is when you also try.
Yo, your girl is a terrorist, bro.
When you try to downplay people who don't meet your criteria, that's really where.
Yes, that's why. Yes, that's everything I'm
telling
saying.
you right now. If she wasn't like that, I wouldn't be fucking.
Nah, she's a terrorist, bro. She
said, matches my.
She said maybe he had a nice personality when talking about you being turned off when a girl fucked the corny.
Fuck another nigga, that nigga that I can't fuck with.
T's a terrorist, bro.
I love her. Love her to fucking death. So before I was gonna go to this Lil Durk shit, is it time to go to? Oh, we have one already. 1:40. I have Mouse for another half an hour. Okay. I was going to address this clip that I saw on the 85 South.
Shout out to gang.
Carlos dragged Lex Andrea and Mona. Don't call me white girl.
Oh.
Didn't drag them, but he had them in a space where they really ain't have nothing else to say. I want to know if y'all think his points are valid, because they might not be. But
I'll be on point.
I'm always here for black male empowerment. I think that we need that from time to time, especially when Dodge ain't around.
Oh, you know we would have been all kinds of dumb bitches by now.
You niggas.
See, the problem with you dumb bitches.
Dusty.
Let me tell you about you dusty niggas.
Like, yo, Dodge really get her voice gets soft. You see, the problem is like.
No, not when I'm around. When I'm around, that's when that ugly shit come out. Me and Ty will get that ugly shit.
Let's go. Let me see if did I edit this shit correctly.
They supposed to be because a lot of them got successful and didn't save no niggas. Rappers done saved 1,000 hoes, got them popping, 4-5 million followers. These famous women haven't been putting no regular niggas on. Because I'm saying, like, all these famous rapper chicks, where they side niggas at? Who can always have this spot. She supposed to be to put this nigga at least in a little one-bedroom studio. She a famous rapper. He been knocking her down with it. Nobody believe in it. Just because she got this money, she supposed to turn her back. I ain't seen none of these successful women put one of these niggas on. They ain't put like, hey, this my homie used to fuck with who make the beats. This nigga cold. They don't put niggas in position when they
Lex said, Stedman would like a word. Don't do him.
Oprah didn't put him in position.
Oprah, they kept that nigga in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. In the kitchen.
Listen, are successful women supposed to keep it real with niggas that they've been fucking with after they get successful?
Those are two different. Those are two different. So
that's not what he said.
Yeah, that's not
so
what.
Tell me, so decipher.
No, I'm just saying what he said was they didn't put no bitches. They didn't put no niggas on the same way that rap niggas put bitches on. No, I said that it's impossible. Kind of like what we was talking about with Nicki. Yeah. Like it's impossible. Like I get that we're here for like funny games and jokes, but it's impossible. But like we're talking about something that cannot happen. Women can't put other women on.
Women can't put niggas on. I'm gonna tell you right now, my girl posted me on her page, I said, you about to lose followers.
That's a fact.
You're not gonna get no comments.
The allure is lust.
They're not gonna fuck with you. I understand. You gotta post your bikini pics and all that, get your little followers up.
As soon as she posts you, another nigga gonna see that and be like, that's another body.
Fuck out of here.
Now her body count went up.
Exactly.
He thought today had 2 bodies. Exactly. As soon as she talk, this bitch got 60 bodies.
That nigga.
I knew. Yo, and he gonna show another coin nigga.
Look, she got 3.5.
Bro.
And I already know that
the sex podcast nigga, and she a hoe. She a hoe, bro.
Babe, you know who I'm talking about. You know goddamn well a nigga sent somebody a picture like, look, she still fucking with this nigga.
Bro, she probably had threesomes with him and the other nigga with the hair wrap.
But she
a hoe, bro.
But let me post her on my page. I get more likes on her pic than I do on my own. Look, she laughing. She know who I'm talking about. I get more likes, so women will support a nigga doing that for his chick. Niggas ain't going for that.
That's just the way the world is, bro.
Chicks can't just help a nigga out. Niggas gonna be like, who the fuck is this nigga? No, you better get that nigga out.
There's validation in
you know
posting her.
I be the nigga on follow her.
Me too.
I ain't gonna lie. Me too. I ain't go. I'm saying like, keep quiet.
Yo, boyfriend reveals. Yo, I love Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. I love Valentine's Day. That's when I get to birthdays. Cause that's when I get to empty out my followers. I be like, bitch, that boyfriend, bye.
And pregnancies, you get blocked.
Pregnancies get blocked.
Bitches that I never spoke to and never dated, but my bitches get pregnant by they nigga.
It's like,
it feels like betrayal.
And I block her and I block the nigga. Oh, y'all not gonna blame me.
You was just on a date 6 years ago.
Look, you know what else I do, Tyler? I record myself praying, God.
I got to in bed with your homegirl.
Posted that nigga on this page. This our page. We ain't asked for that. Why is that again?
What Mario said? How you gonna act?
This is disrespectful.
It is.
I didn't follow you. You changing up. You switching up. When I came on your page, you was in the bikini. Your ass was twerking and shit like that. Titties was all pushed up. I like that.
It's not the content.
It's not what I signed up for.
Somebody said, not me. I unfollow niggas that post their girlfriend. I'm a big hater of niggas in love. I love her.
Yeah.
Whoever that is, I love her.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same one that had 15 bodies.
I don't know.
She was asking for a friend.
Well, she's a great friend.
She's a great friend.
Me and her could be great friends.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. All right. Boom. Bang. Boom. That was done.
Imagine a woman trying to put a nigga on.
I can't say
Yo, Queen Naja tried. And all they call Clarence is a bitch.
Facts.
They call him all kind of bitches. They don't buy his little shirts and nothing.
But the Safari.
But do niggas?
He got put on.
No, Safari got put on.
He got put on by default though.
All
he
Safari
got put on by mistake.
All Safari bitches put him on.
So most of the shorties get put on by mistake too. Like, do the niggas really go out their way to put on their shorts?
Nah, they do.
Niggas know what they do.
They do. Nigga, at this point, it's a marketing
They
system.
bring them around as eye candy, and then niggas be like, "Yo, who that?" And then,
But niggas know they famous. But niggas do it on purpose.
That's purpose.
Because they know they can do that with anybody.
One Laker game and it's over.
They know they can do that with anybody.
Kanye put 4 bitches on in the last 90 days.
That's a fact.
That's crazy.
He's loaded for that. I give him that much. Nigga like some pussy.
Oh,
But is he trying to put them on?
Nah, they not
Nah,
black.
they not black.
He's not trying to put them on.
Even
He's
the
just
new
trying
one?
to show
Even the
off.
new
The
kid?
new one has some black in her.
She look like she's
ugly.
3% black.
I love it.
Ryan Coogler.
Who's that?
He's the blackest nigga in the room.
I don't know.
Okay, now I know that.
So back to you be by yourself.
Oh, yes.
Every time I heard his name in the last week, I was like,
Yes.
"Ooh."
You know, they say his name. I'm like, who's that? They say director of Black Panther. I'm like, oh, there we go.
Right.
This
You
is
gotta-
why
you gotta say it too.
he's directed other things than Black Panther.
Yeah, but he's
assholes.
not a household name.
Oh, after this week he is.
I want to know what y'all think about this thing. What do y'all think about this thing? Ryan Coogler goes to the bank, writes a note after speaking to the girl. You know, hey, how are you? Just I'd like to withdraw some cash. Writes a note. Read the note, please. Sends her a note. The note says, I'd like to withdraw $12,000. But I would like it to be discreet. Right? Could you please don't count it here in front of me? That's what he said. Something along those lines. I believe that's
You're right.
exactly what
You
he
have
said.
not been wrong.
Don't count it in front of me, right? Because I like to be discreet.
Mind he's in Atlanta.
He's in Atlanta, where they do smash and grabs. They be waiting outside.
The wolves out.
All that. They wilding in Atlanta. So it is a thing. It's a thing. I still think it's kind of pussy, but fine, whatever. She asking for his information. He gives her his ID. He puts his bank card into the bank card reader. Types in his PIN. She walks away. She goes to her manager. Speaks to the manager. Calls the police. And have the police come, remove him from the bank, put him in handcuffs as if he is a robber. When they get outside, they find the story, they realize he's a millionaire that gave his ID, bank card, and put in his PIN. This is all important. They release him. Thank God, because it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. Because I might have been upset.
Skip on one part though. To the teller's credit, she said that there was his account came up flagged for some reason. That was a story that.
There was no flag.
That's fake news.
Because even if that was the case, it
I heard
still
that-
doesn't warrant anything that.
Who did you hear that?
I heard the call. I heard the call.
Okay.
She didn't say none of that shit.
I have a call.
Gross incompetence on everyone's. The police.
Matter of fact, I heard it from her voice.
But she ain't-
on some.
well, maybe after she did an interview.
Yeah.
But she didn't say that on that call to the police, and that's what's important. Because you
Yeah.
just put this man's life in danger.
The manager called.
My point is,
Teller
regardless, whatever it says on that account, if it's flagged for some reason, for
But I think
security
she
purposes,
lied.
there's no reason to call the cops. I'm not robbing the bank. Like, you know what I mean? So
And
say
I
all
can
that
get
to
a
say,
flag if I have a maximum withdrawal on my.
Like he might have used his debit card that morning for something big,
Right.
and then went in there to take out 12 bands.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, the bank computer doing his job.
Right.
Flag.
Right.
But at the end of the day,
Which
that's
is probably
when
why
you
he
call
went to take out the 12 bands. He probably was at his limit
But
already.
it doesn't matter. That's when you call the business people that handle your account, and they call fraud.
Right.
And hey, I have your
Clear this
ID.
up, yeah.
I have your card. You have your PIN. There's
I don't
still
know
no
no
reason to
robbers.
call the police.
I don't know no robbers that ever gave their ID.
That was
Sean.
mad polite. Robbers with manners.
Give your ID.
I might have some morals. I ain't no manners.
Now let's be clear. He does have on a mask. He does have on glasses.
As everyone does.
He does have on. He has on sunglasses, a mask, hat down. Oh, I think it's a bucket he had on.
Yeah.
So his face is pretty covered.
So
He's the director of like the most.
So can you? So you know what you say? You know what the last I just went. What's today? Today Monday. I went on Thursday. I went to my bank, pulled out $10,000. You know what she said? Mr. Jones, can you pull your mask down? I pulled my mask down. I pulled my mask back up, and she gave me my slip and my money, and said, "Can you sign this?"
Are you crying about $100?
It's the principal.
You still got the cash?
This is meaning that she's rich.
Yo, like that
Being rich and not being like your friends is crazy.
It's the principal. Why are we paying each other back $100, bro? What are you doing?
I have a question.
The point of the point of this is gross incompetence on everyone's level. Not just the bank teller, the manager, who told you to call the police, who said, "Oh, we'll just call the police." Why is no one doing their job? Why is the bank teller and the manager not doing their job? So gross, like literally gross incompetence on both of their levels. The police. Now, if you listen to that call, this is the important part, right? If you listen to that
Yo,
call,
what she said, is he black or white? That shit bothers
no,
me.
I'm not. No, you're calling in. No, it didn't, because you're calling in a suspected bank robber. Yes, I need to know when the cops walk in. I need to give them a description of a black man or a white man. This is what got me.
Still bothers me.
The police dispatcher, who you can tell is black as well. So shout out to it being Wakanda. So the bank teller, the police dispatcher saying, she asked the lady. She said, "Did you ask him for his ID?" And she said, "No." Says, "Okay, I'm gonna have a unit en route, but okay." Now the dispatcher, knowing this, still did not call and say, "Hey guys, this ain't really, approach lightly, not with caution," because they did approach with caution. Maybe let's not have guns out, because this girl didn't do her job. You could have gave that to the cop, because the cops
you're saying that after he gave the ID, she asked Did you ask
No.
for his ID?
She took his ID, but she never looked at his name.
The police dispatcher asked, "Did you look at the
His
name?"
name.
The girl on the phone tells her no. Then the police dispatcher said, "So you didn't see his name?" So now the police dispatcher can easily tell. Well, I don't know how easily. I've never been a police dispatcher, but get the message to these cops that's responding. Hey, when y'all respond,
Tread lightly.
tread lightly.
That's not her job to describe through the phone call the situation at hand.
It is her job
No, listen.
to give the
reports to call.
to give the responding units enough information to properly respond to a call. That is the dispatcher's job. That is literally their job.
I think she did her job.
But she could have done a better job because now the cops flank this nigga from both sides with guns drawn. On a fucking Tuesday when I'm trying to take out the goddamn money, $12,000, probably not a lot of money to this nigga no more. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Any reaction could have got him killed.
If that's the case, why he's telling him to go over there?
Discreet is out the window now.
Right. He asked
So
for
much for me being private.
nigga asked for discretion. Now I'm
I
dead.
could arrest me in the back. You feel me? Like, damn, not everybody see.
Word.
Yeah, that situation
Not
was
everybody know
just.
how much we need.
That situation was honestly. I mean, I'll be 100% with y'all. When I hear shit like that, it don't even really move me no more because it's just a common thing. You feel me? Like, I don't really get what everybody's so shocked over or surprised about. Shit like this happens. I don't want to say every day, but it's always some form of racial bullshit that happens every day. So I read it and I just kept going like, okay.
It wasn't racial. It wasn't racial. It was a bunch of black people being incompetent.
You don't think that if it was a white guy that she would have did that? Oh, yeah, the note. So it was more about the note than his skin color, huh?
Yeah, I think she's just a bad bait teller.
Orlando says no.
I mean, everything is about race in this world we live in. Like, at the bottom line of everything, it's some type of racial divide. Yes, I do think that if a white man would have did that, she would not view this white man as a bank robber because it's a white man.
But white people rob.
Right, but they're actually the leading bank robbers. But she wouldn't have thought that way. She would have thought, oh, that's just a black man. And it's also the price, right? Oh, 12 bands from a white man asking, oh, Mr. Rubenstein would love that. A black man doing it, he's a scammer, he's a robber, something's off. Why? You know what I mean? So, yes, it's race. Do I think there's a racial epithet to it? Sure, maybe somewhere at the bottom. But honestly, what shines brightest to me is that this is gross incompetence on everyone.
It's more stupidity than racism. And there's supposed to be checks and balances. Like, how did the manager be like, oh,
Fire the manager.
yeah, let's call the
Here's the
cops.
thing. I don't necessarily think the teller was wrong for going to the manager because for a withdrawal that big, I get it.
The manager told her to call the cops.
That's why.
That's what I'm saying. The manager didn't do their job. Nobody did their job.
Nobody did their job.
I'm just surprised that it
Close
went
the
this
bank.
far. Once you know that the man has his bank card, his ID, and his PIN.
The mad important. I have three forms of identification.
And you also have the note, which says, "I just want to be discreet. Please just count it over there." It isn't saying like,
give me the money.
Like you can literally go in the back and check his bank account.
Right.
I thought the note, the way they act, I thought the note said, "Give it over, bitch.
Put the money in the bag.
Hand it over, bitch.
No funny stuff.
And you better not call the fuzz."
Hit the alarm and get them blazing. The fuzz is crazy.
You better not alarm the fuzz.
Yeah, that's just sad. Though. You know, so some shit like that happened to me before, though. Now that I think about it.
That you robbed it, man.
Nah, I was not with that one.
I think that's my title this week. Hand it over, bitch. I like it. Damn. That's Dodge podcast. Hand it over, bitch. No.
Oh my god.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Hand it over. No.
But it do
It's not very hard to impress a Jamaican. We know this.
Oh my god. A minute ago, I was in my car. It was the first car I ever purchased. I bought a brand new BMW. Saved up my bread. Got my credit was right. I got it. And I was in Canarsie, where I lived at the time. And they pulled me over for the tent, or the case may be. And then when he saw like who I was and how young I was, it was a black dude too. And he looked like, nigga, this can't be your shit. Nigga called me a nigga. It was a cop. So
He said
You said he was black?
he said, nigga, this can't be your shit. But when since do cops speak like that to like people?
Oh, now y'all want cops to speak the language, but now y'all don't want cops to speak the
So
language.
it's like,
He said that?
He said, nigga, this can't be your shit. And I was like, boy, he said, get out the car.
That's wild.
Got out the car, nigga searching me, patting me down. I'm on flat, but I was just came off a flat, but you followed me. Now I'm on flatlands, everybody looking at me. He's looking at the papers, he's calling this shit in. this, that, and the third. I called my shorty, my girlfriend's mother at the time, who was a retired detective.
Whose car was
It's mine.
Okay.
You feel me? She was like, she presents I give him the fucking DEA card, and then he was like, yeah, so what's the tax ID number? She goes, wow, they never asked for that. You feel me? She gave him the tax ID number, and like, you know, they let me go. But it's like, nigga just can't have a car.
He was out to get you.
Like, that's nuts.
Racially profiled.
No, he said, nigga, this can't be yours. I said,
Black people are racially profiled. Black people do it all the time. You go in the store.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a black person that works around mad white people, and they're like, yo, watch that nigga right now.
Put him
my
ooh,
God.
ooh, not enough Kanye. Put them all in front of the store.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's very nasty.
That's
All right.
tough.
I still think Brian Cougar. Come on, bro.
Now you're
you're
blaming
around
him.
different. Come on, bro.
We're blaming him.
This is just very. It's not pussy.
What's pussy?
Just taking over the shoulder. Like.
Writing the note, yo, over there, like, or did he think that people was like, that's bad pussy?
I
You think
mean,
that's pussy?
Yeah.
Oh, nah, you can't.
but I was problematic for my Kanye take. All right, cool, bro.
I don't mind being problematic. It's a podcast.
All right, bro.
How?
I'm talking about another black man. I'm not talking about black women. Isn't that a step up?
No,
Pussy.
So Tom,
Huh?
How's
Nah.
it pussy?
What?
if
Because he
you
wrote the
take
letter.
$12,000 cash out the bank, they give it to you. Do you count it right there on the counter?
Lie.
200, 200.
lie.
Out there, well, there's a
Go
whole lot
lie.
of people.
Am I
I'm not
counting
doing
the
that.
12 bands?
You don't
Yes.
counter that.
I'm not counting it at all.
Are you counting?
You're not
Matter of fact,
counting at all?
no. Hold on. Even better. You go to the ATM, you take out $400. You counting it right there?
Yeah. $400?
Well, they gonna give it to you in 20s.
Once.
$400?
You gonna count it right there?
Yes.
In the hood.
Yes.
You're a liar, bro.
I ain't gonna say he pussy, but I was counting my shit right there on the table.
It wasn't
Oh, you
12,000, bro. I
serious?
know it wasn't
You're
12,000.
not.
I'm saying I would.
Y'all all pussy. It's fine. It's good to be pussy. It's 2022.
Huh?
No, because ain't nobody fucking me.
It's cool to be pussy.
Jesus Christ.
No? I'm counting mine. What y'all gonna do? What are you saying?
I don't
That
think.
if I had a counter in front of you, you're gonna take it?
I'm saying I want to be discreet. I don't want niggas behind me in line to know I got 12 bands on
But
me.
here's why you should count.
I don't even want the
Why?
headache.
Here's the thing. Here's
I
why.
might be able to fuck
Wait,
it
time out.
on my way out the door.
Why?
That don't
Take
mean I want
it.
it.
Take it. There's a fucking cameras everywhere. Take it.
I don't got it no
You're gonna
more,
take
and
it
I'm
3
dead.
blocks away.
I'm where? You gonna
Cameras.
walk up? Oh, they drive up on you.
Whatever.
Surround your car.
It's Atlanta. You think there's not niggas in there just on the phone? I know for a fact in Atlanta there's niggas that get paid, women and niggas that get paid just to be in the bank. Niggas just be in the bank. They just look like they in the bank.
This is absolutely
To call somebody and
This is
be
what I
like,
used to do. I used to go to the
Oh my God.
to the check cashing place, stand in line.
You know
When
what?
you go and get your shit, I come out, flag the person across the street waiting. Yo, top right.
You know what's funny?
Bottom left.
I would never count money in a check cashing place though. That's a different
No,
I'm
vibe.
definitely
but
not.
that's how you
whatever
do it.
you
That's
give
a
me,
different
whatever you
environment,
give me
son.
is what you gave me.
Yo, for starters, I don't want to
Whatever
go to
you,
the
that's
check
what I said.
cashing.
I'm not counting 12,000. Who's doing that?
You just said you would.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. You said I
He said, he
was
said
going to take it from you.
400. I'm not counting $12,000.
I asked you 12. I literally asked you
I'm
12,000
not counting
first.
12,000. I can't even count that high. Let's go to break.
I literally can't count the eyes.
Can you count 12,000?
Yeah, it's $1,000.
$1,000 bills?
Yeah, $1,000
$1,000 bills is $12,000 bills.
Niggas said $1,000 12 times. I just did it.
No, Bill.
Jesse Smollett.
Oh man.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, they said he had 150 days. I was like, what was that?
They gave him 150 days,
Yeah.
150. I was like,
and he did all that over 150 days,
5
was
months.
that 5 months?
5 months.
I couldn't count it.
and he coming home in 3.
I was like, it was either 5 or 6. I don't know.
He'll be home in 3.
And they're talking about
He's in the second
he's in the psych ward.
That's where you need to be.
Yeah, so they don't touch him.
All of this shit.
He might be the first black person I wish got more time.
All right, bro.
Why?
Son.
There's rapists. Literally, there's
Yeah, I feel he should get more
rapists.
time too.
What did he be talking about?
I feel you should got more time.
Like
Nah,
this.
he just said that. He didn't mean that. He just said
No,
that.
he's homophobic.
I feel you should got more time.
Nah, Frack is homophobic.
I'm not
Dodge representing.
I'm not homophobic.
Yo, he
Why?
said, no, time. Did you know
Why
what
did
Orlando
you think
just
he should
said?
get more time? What's it?
Orlando said he's Dodge representing.
Why did you think he should get more time?
Bro, it's because of how unnecessary that whole situation was. Like,
For him? Yeah.
yeah, like it was.
It was way more unnecessary for the city of fucking Chicago. Was it? That was where he did it, right?
Like,
See, like, why did y'all do all of this over a fake report?
Oh, so it is fake. So nobody believes him.
Nobody, even if it was, nobody got raped. This is like literally he put a noose around his neck and was like, somebody beat me up and took my money.
And that somebody gave him 150 days.
And they gave him 150 days for that when people
They
down here.
should have gave that girl that lied on Chris Brown that 150 days.
You understand what I'm saying? She's not going to get arrested.
That's it.
The person who says, yeah, I lied to Emmett Till, she's still around, ain't she?
They said they were going to get the death penalty. That's what they said.
She can't get
That
150
bitch death
days.
penalty could be tomorrow.
Give her 150
She's
days.
6 and Park years old.
I knew you worked on that and it sucked.
There's no.
They're so bad.
Yeah, that was wild.
AJ and Free did way more for the community than for you to just desecrate their legacy.
That was wild. I was like, oh, man.
All right, she's 106 and Park years old.
I like it.
Yeah, and I know that's written down somewhere too. Delete that.
Taraji P. Henson. Y'all niggas is ridiculous. Taraji P. Henson posts free juicy.
I mean, yeah, she did. We post free text. Like
She says, I am not here to. I'm not comparing the two. I am not here to debate you on his innocence, but we can agree that the punishment does not fit the crime. Emmett Till was brutally beat and ultimately murdered because of a lie, and none of the people involved with his demise spent one day in jail, even after Carolyn Bryant admitted that her claims were false. No one was hurt or killed during Juicy's ordeal.
What are
He
you
has
calling
already
that?
lost everything. To me, as an artist, not being able to create that in itself is punishment enough. He can't get a job. No one in Hollywood will hire him. And again, as an artist who loves to create, that is prison. And we're saying that he should have got more time for what?
You have to understand.
Mr. 106
What
Park
y'all forgot to understand is for a brief amount of time, he was about to get those two niggas in trouble.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, they were. They was about to get arrested and go to jail.
Oh, the two
alleged.
those.
You know what I'm saying?
But wait,
So-
he didn't point them out.
Yes,
he
he
said
did.
two random.
He said two white people. He said two white.
And he said two white people. They found the two.
They
niggas.
found the two niggas.
They found it. He wasn't gonna say nothing.
You better not.
Why? They didn't charge
You
him.
set this up.
He did. They did not charge them. He
You
brought them in for questioning, and then they flipped on him.
My whole thing is, yo, if you about to get somebody else in trouble in any way, shape, or form, you gotta suffer some kind of consequences for that. Like, not for nothing.
Bro, everybody signed up.
Here's the thing.
Yo, didn't they take a payment?
Yeah, everybody signed up for
Yeah,
this.
but what I'm saying is, all right, we took the payment. This was not a part
So
of
now
the
I gotta
plan.
pay you and be more.
This wasn't a part of the plan. I'm about to really lose some shit right now over this little stunt that you pulled.
You-
Stop this?
That we pulled.
You knew that
We pulled.
you knew what we were doing was illegal. I then paid you to do said act. The police who flag things that are illegal came to talk to you. You then said, "Oh shit, too much." I'm telling.
This is crazy.
Bro, when they asked him about, yo, these two assailants, this, that, and the third, he was on some like, I have nothing to say.
What'd you say on the side of the road? And that nigga had you pulled over.
Like, I was speechless.
All right, then. So you and him was the same.
I was scared.
All right, you and him was the same.
There's no listen. If you agree to
Like a
some
muffin
shit with me,
sticks.
you're an accomplice. We're in this together.
Or later said, lock Loon up his.
Nah, no. Oh my
He
god.
said, lock Loon up for his takes. And then he gonna tell him, yeah. Oh.
I didn't hear that part. Not for his takes.
Look, at the end of the
Wait,
day,
and what would you lock Loon up
look, at the
for?
end of the day, niggas can say what they want, but 150 days and to be home in 2 months is not enough for that. Yeah, are there other people who should got more time for this shit? Yes, but we just talking about this right here, that, and third.
He shouldn't have got no
Listen,
time.
wild
He
shit,
shouldn't have
bro.
got no time.
He shouldn't have
Slap on the
got
wrist. We'll slap on the wrist some fines.
Nah.
Bro, because then y'all
It's already public scrutiny. They can never work again.
Give people the green light to do
Yo,
dumb shit again,
no,
though.
the amount of money the
Yo,
city
who's
of
that?
Chicago
Work for, bro?
put on once, got the shit thrown out, came back, did it again. The amount of money and resources that they put to make sure that this man was caught in a lie that hurt literally nobody,
But here's the thing.
and then put him in jail, which is still going to cost the city of Chicago to have him in
It
there.
was the dumbest shit ever, bro.
It was dumb. It was his life is over. They could put him on the side of the road and made him pick up litter, would have make it even more done because now he's in the newspaper. But you're telling me that we're talking about prison. We're talking about prison.
Jail. They got him in jail.
Jail. Because there's a difference. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand the difference. But we're talking about jail. You're gonna take this man and put him in jail?
That's crazy.
For 5 months for this concoction?
That's
This
crazy.
is
The crime
crazy.
simply.
I did a year and 2 months for selling crack.
Something somebody wanted. A person wanted that.
Yo. That's not yo.
The
So
crime-
I've had to lie twice. I just did the same amount of time.
That's crazy.
Crack is
No.
tough, son.
Let me say
Yeah.
this though. I'm not going to agree with what Loon is saying, but I understand. The reason being because what he did was real fucked up to a lot of people. The LGBTQ, I always fuck that shit. That community.
I would have locked him up
behind him.
for saying he's the gay Tupac before any of this other shit.
Black people rallied the.
How you been gay Tupac and Tupac was the gay Tupac?
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's crazy. I knew you got to
finish my point.
Go ahead. Come on. Finish your point, please.
My point is, what he did was fucked up because a lot of people had his back.
Yes.
Different communities. He
Yes.
hit a lot of hot buttons. The Trump button, the racism button, the
gay button.
Yeah, right.
No, you just don't hit the gay button or Orlando was thinking you said the gay button.
Yeah, Mike Orlando.
Yeah, the nigga Trump, when Trump said he thought about you, he said the gay button.
Trump was like, come on, bro. Come on. I know what you're going to say. Then get you say it. Say it.
I'm going to put a thumb in a butt.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, John.
Oh man, where do we go from here?
To the gay button.
You're your own there, buddy. Go ahead.
He doesn't deserve time, but what he did was fucked up to a lot of people that supported him.
And I think everyone agrees on that. That yes, and there should be a fitting. What we have asked from the dawn of this fight for prison reform, justice reform. Can the crime simply fit the punishment? That's all we're asking here for. And if you're a black person who goes against that, then I question your stance on anything else. This nigga's a joke. He's a clown. All of that. He should not be in jail for no 150 days. He shouldn't have did shit. Maybe give him a week. If you would give him a week, little scared straight. Look at what your stupid ass did. Now you in here for 3 days. Give him that. Let him do weekends like the white people used to do in Florida.
Yeah.
Let him go. Now you gotta go serve weekends.
Part-time prisoners.
He should have did community service.
He should have did part-time prison.
He could have went to jail on the weekends.
He's not a menace
Did you have
to
to do
society.
that?
Yeah, I didn't do all that.
You did a weekend?
You was a part-time prison?
I did community service. I had to lift, pick up trash on the side of the road.
Stealing this nigga used to boost. Crazy.
That wasn't
You?
me for that. I wasn't even
Oh, I didn't get caught for that.
Yeah, he got
I did get caught for that too.
What the fuck?
Trump, you should have been a criminal. That's what I'm hearing.
We're gonna lose.
Ty only got caught once.
I got caught because the other nigga though. The other nigga got caught.
Yo,
It was like, oh shit, you
the other two niggas, they said, get the tall nigga.
Yeah. Yo, Trump, they got us. Hold up, I'm waiting for my man. Yo, we're about to lose Mouse in 6 minutes, and I wanted to introduce this other story.
Let's do it.
We're talking about. It was said that accomplices, and yo, this is where I'm going with this. A young lady that was in a relationship got caught, and she flipped. I want to know what y'all think about this situation.
Okay.
Her story goes, once upon a time, I had a boyfriend who I was madly in love with. At the time, I took out a $10,000 loan for him. We made a promissory note that he would pay me back everything, including the interest. We never had an issue. He paid me every month, even after we broke up, even on bad terms, even after I blocked him on everything.
Block me and get that money.
Fast forward, he gets a girlfriend, and him and I rekindle things. I basically became his side bitch, but things get way deeper than just sex. I try to let go multiple times, but that dick too strong. One day, his girlfriend catches him, and I end up telling her everything. It even got to the point where I almost sent her our sex tapes between her and him. At this point, I betrayed him, so he stops paying me. Plus his bitch mad, LOL, she made him delete all social media and even change his number. Which I understand, because I'd be pressed too if another bitch had my man in a chokehold. I give him like a 2-month grace period, because he's going through some things. And when he's still not paying me by the 3rd month, I start pressing him. His girl calls me and tells me to take it to court, because I wasn't going to see another penny. I said, bet, bitch, I got the contract. I'll see you there. Sure enough, I sued him, and we're about to take it to litigation. What do y'all think about this story? Do you think he still owes her the bread? Do you think, do you understand why he stopped paying her? Do you think she's owed full compensation?
I've not paid bitches back for less.
You agree, Mom?
And also, he has a countersuit for emotional distress, so you're not getting anything.
How long was that term for? Like, he's still paying back $10,000? Like,
Well, let's say
$17 a month.
Girl made me
Might be $2,000 a year.
My girl made me delete your number.
$10,000.
So
let's say divided
she-
by 17. So even over $588 a month plus interest. So that 10,000 really 12. So yeah, you give it like five.
Let me ask you a question. Seriously.
Yeah.
He's going through something. They're together. She goes in, she gets a loan on her credit, pulls out 10 bands.
That's on you, sis.
She has to pay this shit every month. They break up. She didn't act, oh, give me my money now, I want my money. The note is the note. It is what it is. Pay it, it's cool. It is what it is. We start fucking. I was good with still paying you the money while I was going home to my girl. We both having fun. Everything is good money. When my girl catches us, you flip and become state. You turn state on me. You took the stand. Does that now mean that I don't owe you the money anymore?
Breach of contract right there.
That's a breach of
I don't owe
contract.
you shit.
Where's the mother?
I wouldn't have
the interest.
I wouldn't have been mad if he would have stopped when he was blocked.
The minute I'm blocked, bro.
He
I'm
was an
like,
honorable nigga to keep paying. He could have been like,
the minute we
I'm
break
sorry,
up, to
reach
be
out.
Are you
honest,
serious?
the minute we break up, I'm not giving you
So
the
way
money.
better nigga than me.
You gonna go as far as to block me, but I'm still supposed to submit payments to you? Like,
Yes,
What
you're
I'm saying
$10,000.
Yeah, what if I gotta
I'll give you this story.
What are y'all talking
I'll give
about?
you this story.
It's $10,000.
I'm gonna give you a story. I link a shorty. I'm liking her, whatever. I had to go out of town. I said, damn. I pull a fly nation. I'm like, damn, I don't want tonight to end. I gotta get on this flight in the morning. So, well, I can come with you. I said, where? I said, man. No, I said, she said I didn't want tonight to end. I said, well, you come with me. I gotta go here, get a flight. She was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, my flight already booked though through business, so whatever. She was like, all right, so I booked the flight. She was like, you'll pay me back? I looked at her like, yeah. Yeah, I'll pay you back for your flight to come see me, get fucked. I'm gonna pay for everything down there. But I'm also gonna pay for your flight. Yeah. Come on, book the flight. She said, where you sitting? In first. So now she's literally booking a flight, a first class ticket, 4 hours before this flight.
Oh my God.
Shit.
I'm in my head. I'm running the tab. I'm like, this bitch thinks she's getting $830 back from me. Literally, we get down there, have a great time. Boom, boom. On the trip back, I think she mentioned something about some adult shit. It was really adult. Like, shout out to her. It was really mature. But like, oh, I'm dating this other guy. Da da da. If I even planned on paying you back.
It was out the window now.
Take it out my ass, go. The fuck? And that's nowhere near that. $10,000, bitch. You better dance on thin ice if you think you're getting this money back from me. Because the minute we break up, I will pay you back $10,000 if I said I'm gonna pay you back $10,000. Until we break up. The minute we break up, it's over.
That's crazy.
I told you that when I was in love.
Nah, I'll pay you back after we broke up, but if we not amicable, if you block me, then you don't want this bread.
You know how much money? You know how much other stuff I can do with this money?
Yeah.
With somebody who wants to talk to me? I can be you mean I'm gonna pay you money and I'm blocked?
The most dishonorable niggas in the world.
I'm mad honorable.
That's why they talk about black men. Y'all have no honor. What are y'all talking about?
If you block me, you don't want the bread.
Tyler, I
What
should somebody.
No, it's the promissory note to the fucking bank. You know what the money goes to the bank.
Yo, that
you know what
little Wayne lighter flick. That's what I would have did to that promissory note. Now you're not getting that back, bro.
Mouse.
You asked out.
I appreciate you stopping by.
Of course,
I
family.
know you gotta go do your thing. I got a couple more things, just a couple few. Loan, I know you gotta go take a shower.
You think that's high on Loon's priority list?
Yes, sir.
Y'all can do this podcast for another 12 hours. Loon got it.
Let's go.
I had to.
Loon has the time.
I love y'all kids in the man, cool.
No, you don't have no choice but to keep it cool. He don't got no choice but to keep it cool. He ain't got a wife beater underneath that white beater.
No, I got a white beater. I got a white beater.
What? No, ain't a gray white beater.
Relax. I got a white beater.
Yo, let's go to break.
I got a white beater.
Let's go to break. Yo, I love the So Shameless family.
It's off white.
Yo, I love the So Shameless family. I love y'all. I will always be here. No, that's gray.
That's the off-white Hayes
no,
collab.
That's the same color as no.
It's the off-white Hayes collab.
No, his white beard is the same color as Joe Button's original teeth.
That was
That's bad?
Yeah,
Damn, I wanted you to take a shot.
You could just.
Be it, cut it out. Just take it out.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it.
You know what? No, leave it in. Leave it in. I'm 12,001. Leave it in. I could be Loon over there.
Yeah.
She's 106 in Parkhold.
Trying to be relatable to this podcast.
One.
I think we'll never have a
That was good.
That's a bro man.
That was good.
I don't think bromance is bad. No, it's not that bromance ain't bad.
What is Mad Bromance in here?
I was about to say that. I got a
bromance.
What was it? I said what's wrong with it. I just identified one.
Now you know how to spell identify, stupid bitch.
Later.
How are you back?
All the way in the back, my brother. It actually looks like a bathroom now, too.
Right by the
Shout out to Melly. Speaking of Melly, I have to appeal the decision of the court. I have to, bro. Son, she threw out the lemon juice, bro. Son, she threw out jerk. How does lemon juice expire?
It has an expiration date on it, so if it
So
does,
she
it's
threw out the
expired.
jerk seasoning. I bought another one, right? I had another one. I bought it in the summertime when we was grilling in the back. I bought another one. The expiration date is 2024.
How much was left?
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
Thank you.
It was like the ketchup.
Son, the shit is in there. The shit is work. It has a 4-year shelf life. I bought it this summer.
That means that it was
My
done.
girl
You're
bought
crazy.
minced meat, minced fucking garlic.
It
She
was
threw out the minced
You're
garlic.
crazy.
There wasn't enough left.
You're crazy. You
You
know
know,
it's
it's a half
crazy.
a bottle.
It was expired.
Son,
You know what's
this
fucked up?
is crazy.
You
know
open
how
your hands
those
and Harry,
These
you
things
open to the bottle.
Did
expire.
you hear the ketchup?
The
smell?
I
minced
did.
garlic?
Yes, they have
In the
expiration
bottle?
dates. They expire quickly. Yes.
Hey, you hear this shit?
Tao, you know how this is crazy? Because I'm the one that used it.
This is what I'm
Remember
trying to say. Yes.
I know how much was left.
What are you talking about? It's expired. That is such
I would have
that
not
is
thrown
a lie.
any.
You're
So the stuff
blatantly
that was in there.
this.
The stuff that's in there still. I left them for
There's
a reason.
nothing in there.
I would have thrown everything away.
You did. There's nothing in there.
Because everything
There's
was
nothing
expired or clear, like literally done.
You're lying. You're
I
perjury.
am
This is
not
perjury.
lying.
This is perjury.
Oh, Rachel
Okay.
said,
All
start
perjury.
GoFundMe.
Okay.
Son,
You're gonna start a GoFundMe for Tyler's new content.
Tanae's like, I bought the jerk sauce. You're literally lying to the court because you're
Okay.
like, oh yeah, his house be dirty. Y'all gonna believe that the nigga's shit was expired.
Oh my
None of it was expired.
Thank you for a lot.
What will I gain from throwing out something that's not expired or
Exactly.
clearly almost done?
You
What do I gain
tell
from
us.
it?
You tell us. What is your
What
plan?
way?
What is your
Clearly
plan?
it was. Do I look like someone that's gonna
So why is
throw
Melly
something just
housekeeping?
throw away?
No, you don't, which is why I trusted you.
Exactly.
But you did it. You did it.
You
this is the
disappointed
whole
her.
question. Because if
Oh
you
my
look
God.
like
See,
it,
I
I said
should've-
don't do that.
I should have took a picture if I knew you were gonna act like this for being nice, helping you out.
I appreciate the most part, but that part was egregious. You a traitor.
See?
Let me explain.
He said, let me explain.
Lou is wondering why do I have Melly's back so much?
Come got
Because
this.
Tahoe is my brother. He got somebody in his life that is a huge asset. Melly is such a dope person to be around. And you're gonna criticize her. She did something wonderful in this clip, and you're gonna critique the little things. I'm not saying that what she did was perfect. Maybe she shouldn't do everything out.
What?
But that's your takeaway from what she did?
No, that's bullshit. Fuck you, because I said thank you and all types of other shit a million times. Thank you a million times. Yes, you threw out all of my shit that I need to cook. I know that's
Seasoning
crazy.
goes down.
mad witnesses.
Homie court.
I offered to buy it back. Oh my goodness.
Here's the thing. Why would you offer to buy it back if you didn't fuck up?
You don't got to. You don't
Because
got
He's making a big deal out of it.
You don't got to answer a nigga with 100 listens.
That's crazy. That's yo, you're serious. Wow.
I'm trying
Still
to
do
I'm
long
trying
under the
to
bus. Still do long. I don't think
Especially
you
this
have a
nigga
choice.
look like a cancer patient with eyebrows. I'm gonna keep it calm though. I'm gonna keep it calm.
All right. Guys, I'm still recording. Goddamn it. No, fuck y'all. I'm vetoing the decision.
No.
I'm vetoing the decision of the court.
You cannot.
I'm telling you, yes,
Because I didn't do anything wrong.
This is Supreme Court.
I checked the dates. I checked the
You don't
boxes.
check no
I did
dates?
yes, I did.
Wow.
I
So wait, you checked the dates
Wow.
and still up?
So she
did. Because it was expired.
Seasoning don't go bad.
Yeah, what are you
It was. They have expiration dates.
That's just for like government purposes. Seasoning don't go bad.
Yeah, that's what.
Those things are not even healthy. So of course.
What? Oh no!
You hate Jamaican.
No!
The reason why I say that because they're like genetically modified and stuff. So that's why they put
about.
expiration dates on them.
I just
Oh, y'all got Melly Fauci.
Yeah. Now she's changing
The narrative.
She's changing the narrative to say that it isn't that it was expired. She threw it out
No,
because
that's
it
not
wasn't
the
healthy.
It's the GMOs.
Oh my god.
Yo, she said the GMOs.
Your chicken got GMOs.
Yo, she said the seasoning had GMOs. That's crazy.
That's why they have expiration dates on them.
No, they got expiration dates for the government,
Belly.
for FDA purposes.
So,
Melly,
Oh my
you did bad.
I was rooting for you.
And I was on your side the whole time.
Rachel, you did miss,
Oh my
and all of
gosh.
y'all are bugging. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
these are all things that people need to season their food. Plus, she has my business card. She literally has it. It's not mine anymore. It's hers. So she could have took all that shit and ordered it all, bought it all, did whatever. So I actually have shit in my refrigerator. I have to now go shopping for all this shit and figure it out as I go. Fuck you.
Oh, no, I didn't even hear that part. You know how fucked up that is, Melly? That's fucked up. You gonna send a nigga into the store to rebuy all that shit?
I did. I offered to go do
That's the
it.
fuck.
You don't even remember what you threw out.
That's I'm fucking effing with C. That's-
Wow, she said I don't remember what I threw out. That's tough.
Yeah, they did bad by you on that one time.
Did bad.
You know, typically I'm not on your side. They did bad by you.
Condiments.
I appreciate this. I would like a care package.
No, nigga, you
But
lost.
it's not. But the decision has been
Sorry,
made
Discord.
by the Supreme Court.
You lost.
It is what it is. No, you are guilty.
I am not.
You are definitely.
You're not the judge.
You lost this one. I can't lie.
That's crazy. All I listen to do is for dates.
The homie really got caught up.
No.
Dodge sent me this, saying that this is going to bother a lot of people. This is
The fuck?
one of the things that she sent me with the message chat. I thought it was pretty good. A lot of straight men at this, I don't know.
Is it that thread?
Huh?
Is that thread?
Yes.
Yeah, I like
At
that.
J_ubiquity is a guy with a bandana on, and he says, a lot of straight men don't like consensual sex. This is why they call sexually liberated women easy. They'd much rather coerce you into having sex, opposed to you immediately consenting. Y'all have a weird ongoing rape fantasy. Please go to a therapist. Y'all are too conditioned into thinking that women need to lock their vaginas up like it's some sort of sacred diamond. It is a fucking sex organ. People like to have sex. People should want to have sex. If you do not agree with me, that's fine. I'm still right. You obviously can't verbalize why you would want a woman with 0 sexual partners to give you the best sex of your life. Read this thread and maybe you'll get a better understanding. Therapy is always an option.
98% right. That's like the perfect articulation. I've never heard
You're
anything.
not by a mic though.
Oh, my fault.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Like you do a podcast, you do a successful podcast and don't go to the mic. I would expect this from Loon. My fault.
I'm behaving myself, but don't
Mouse.
get started. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, go ahead. I got my shoes on.
I'm leaning more.
Oh, leaning more. Good. Yeah, 100% right. Oh, not 100%. 97% right. 97% right. But I don't know if I've ever heard any thought ever articulated as well.
I think that
It was
really
poignant
good.
and yeah.
But the coerce thing, the word coerce, I think you're taking away from the nature of what men do with the gathering of their.
Say it.
I want to say things, but I didn't mean to say it that way.
No, you have to say it the
it's
way.
Actually, yes, we want something that is rare. Yes, we want something that other people can't say they had.
But that's not what they said. They said coerce. Men,
coercing.
Coercion has become so inundated and so married to the pursuit of women. That's the problem. So he's right. He's right. The coercion is when a woman says no, it's never no. It's sometimes he ain't me no. And we're not just talking about so extreme to sex. We're talking about, hey, I'm not interested. I'm gonna spin the block anyway, you know. I'm gonna get that. I had to beat her down, you know. Took a few times. Took me a few times to get her, but I got her. That's coercion.
Mm-hmm.
She said no. Let's have sex. No. Oh, come on, baby. You know. She said no. That's coercion.
I think that's pushing the dangerous narrative.
It's
because if you're saying I'm spinning the block a few times, that means I keep taking you out. I keep trying. Yes.
No,
I want the box at the end of the day.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I mean that's what it sounded like what you were saying.
No, I'm saying that when a woman says no, there is no date. I'm showing you how coercion happens at every level of the dating process. I'm not interested. Well, come on, baby, it's me though. You gonna fuck with me? Mm-hmm. I said no.
You sound like you're from the South.
I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. I think that's all niggas sound. That just.
It's not coercion, by the way. It's like using force and threats.
By the term of definition, no. But
go ahead, say. By trendy ways in societal, like
exactly in the way that they've now positioned it in society, that's coercion, right? Saying like the act of continually forcing yourself onto someone after they said no. So if a girl keeps saying no, I'm not interested, and you keep asking, then you finally get the date. You coerced her into this date. You also you did. She said no multiple times, and then you had to do all this singing and dancing.
You're not using no power.
You are using your power. You're using your power as a man.
If you use a manipulative tactic to get the date, then it's more so coercion.
What's a manipulative tactic?
You
want to pay your rent?
No, here goes the thing.
I'll pay your rent. Come get the money.
No, I'm gonna show you.
And then while you're here to get the money, it's like, all right, hey, since you're here, you know I've been wanting to fuck, and you wanted to get some pussy because you coerced her, because that's a manipulative tactic. But me texting you, hey, still want to take you out, hey, still want to take you out, hey, still want to take you out, that's not coercion. That's literally just being persistent.
That's harassment.
No, that's coercion. She said, I don't want you to take me out.
Until she does.
Oh my God.
It's still both bad. It's not coercion. It's harassment now.
It's now harassment, but we're because if you're gonna keep harassing her, eventually, and I'm only going off behavior like anybody else does, right? Harassment is going to lead into coercion or worse.
There's a point there.
If I keep harassing you, I'm going to use something in my benefit to get you. You want me to show you direct coercion, especially in our business?
Good.
I'm not even being funny here. I'm talking about in our business. There's a bunch of guys. I'm not being funny, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not gonna say anything towards them, but I don't want you to think I'm being funny. There's a bunch of guys running around in New York and other places too, but specifically I'm talking about niggas in New York. A bunch of guys running around with 200 listen podcasts. And how do they get women on there? Yo, come do the podcast. Yo, come do the podcast. And when she gets there, now you want to try and fuck her. The whole venue, the whole premise of you getting her here was to try and fuck her and make you a play. Not to have her on as a guest. If you get that date, coercion. Right. That's a manipulative maneuver to get a date or attention or affection at someone. That shit right there, I seen Kadeem post earlier, that shit was hot fire, and that shit was fucking
Where is the 3% that's off?
It was something about saying, like, why do you want a woman? Like, the shit talking about body count, that shit got a little weird to me, because, like, hey, like, we still have to make room for, like, male preference. Like, men need to do a whole bunch of relearning, absolutely, but there still needs to be, like, a level still needs to be a space where like men can still have a preference. Like you're not going to like woke me out of my preferences now. Like
I think that's higher than 3%, and that's what I was gonna say.
in that statement, you
Right,
think there's more wrong in that statement than 3%?
No. I'm saying what your point accounts for more than 3%. Like
Oh,
the fact
okay,
that
okay.
what if I don't want a woman that's quote unquote easy? What if not that I need to coerce you, but I don't want a woman that's gonna say yes to anything. I want you to know to know me and know, damn, this is a fly nigga. Now I want to.
The term of even referring to a woman as easy shows. I don't want
I'm
to.
using the words that.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm pushing back with your point.
Right.
I'm saying that the fact that you would even call like saying that, oh, I don't want a woman that's easy. Even you like even referring to a woman being easy is like. It's weird.
I get that.
It's weird.
It's assuming accessibility.
It's assuming accessibility for you, right? It's just weird, right? Like, how's she so easy? You couldn't get her. You know what I mean? It's just like that shit was on fire. And honestly,
all right.
And I think niggas are pushing back because the gay nigga wrote it. That's why they're pushing back.
I think that I'm just reading this over and over and over again, right? Your point, I don't really agree with, but I think there's more. I think there's time for you and I to actually sit and talk so I can understand it more.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think I understand it. So it's.
And what ground?
I don't want to attempt that right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't, because there's room for me to learn from there, right? So a lot of people are saying they happen and they agree or whatever. So all right, that's not the point I want to go on right now. So, but we'll talk about that later, right? I'm mad that you got a dip. Did you call your Uber?
I'm here.
Fuck it.
I'm here.
All right. So then go fucking sit down then.
Okay, I don't want to have to take my shoes off.
Son, you're right. All right.
Madness, just chaos.
This is, I'm reading this, so I'm thinking about this from a different point of view, which is what I think that he was talking about, which is more about the body count. I think this is the body count conversation, but it's just packaged in a way for us to, we're not really seeing it. A lot of straight men don't like consensual sex. This is why they call sexually liberated women easy. They'd much rather coerce you into having sex opposed to you immediately consenting.
Yeah.
So basically, a woman can't say, yes,
You gotta go.
I have bodies. Yes, I like to
yeah.
fuck. Yes, I fucked a couple niggas. Yes, man, I want you. No, you're too easy. You're a hoe. No, you out there. You're a pass around. That's what they saying. That's what he's saying with this. Instead, no, you're not easy to fuck. So I actually have to do some shit to get you to fuck me, is what this is saying. Versus you actually wanting to fuck me and liking to fuck me. And he's saying that that's creepy. It's actually a rape.
It's a pseudo rape fantasy.
It's a rape fantasy. I think that's what he's saying with this. And that's why I agreed with it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Yes, a lot of guys do want a woman that isn't, or so sexually liberated. Or is it, but the funny thing is, to me, those are the ones that you wife, but you go cheat with the sexually liberated ones. You
eat healthy, and what do you call your cheat day? The shit you really want to eat.
You go cheat with those. And that's less about her, but more about how you see yourself. It's more about the fact that you don't want other guys to be able to say that they had this person.
Yeah.
You don't want to acknowledge her as a person that has done whatever she's done and liked whatever she's liked, and that's fine.
I also think there's a little.
You can't say that.
I get that, but I also think like I'm probably gonna do a podcast.
You want to do
about
women,
it, but I think
put women in a different space when it comes to sex. They can't just
Sure,
enjoy sex the way
sure.
you enjoy sex.
Sure.
This is more about you policing that part of her body, and then applying that police action to her character. When it's just it has nothing to do with it. It's just that people like sex. Women can't like sex the way men like sex, which is what I think this particular thing is about. Which is why I was kind of disagreeing. But your point is something that we could talk about on a different like
I think the two are I think the two are married, right? I think at the root the two are married. There's a root, and then like they branch off to the other thing. But at the root they're married.
What do you think?
Again, I agree with Mouse's point, but I think we're underestimating the 3%. So I'm going to attack that again because there's something to be said about the male ego and. Sex is not always. Hold on, let me finish.
No, I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Sex is not always about the act of sex and I had the pleasure of having sex with this woman and I enjoyed it physically. So for some men it may be like, all right, if you saw me in the club and you liked me and you wanted to have sex with me, it's like, you just like a tall, light-skinned nigga with dreads. Like, so that doesn't make me special. Versus, I have a conversation with you over time, you like, oh, now you into me. Now my ego is satisfied that you want to have sex with me because I'm that nigga. It's different than you just want to have sex with any nigga that look the part or whatever. So that could be something for the male ego. Like, it's satisfying to have sex with somebody that.
I agree with you 1,000. I agree with what he just said 1,000%. I just don't think that's who that man was talking
But
about.
that's why I say it's more than 3% that, because there's a whole side of people of men that might have this preference for those.
That's
reasons.
fine, but
And
this
I think
doesn't
it's more
even
than
speak to that because
3%.
a woman can like you. I can like you before I even fucking meet you. I can say I like whatever. I can like you in a week. I can like you in 2 weeks. But we're talking about people that are 30, 28, 29, and they've lived a life. And so what? I like this motherfucker this week, and I decided to fuck him. So what? That doesn't mean that I didn't choose you for who you are, or I didn't choose him for who he is. You're saying that I can't continuously like people and do what the fuck I want to do with my pussy. So you're trying to tell me that I gotta lock this pussy up as the sacred diamond, which is what he's saying, and then be able to perform in the way you want me to perform without having no experience.
I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that
That's
I can
what
understand
he's
that
saying.
guy's preference.
That's what he's
might be.
So the reason I said I agree 1,000% with what Trump said is because I think what happens a lot of times men conflate like and attraction. So this in the same way we don't have to like a woman to fuck her. Women don't have to like us to fuck us. The thing I think with some men, a lot of men aren't used to being attractive. Especially not when they didn't do anything to be attractive. Like, oh man, why did you like me? Oh man, you want to fuck me? I'm so surprised you want to fuck me. They're so used to having to do something, having to have to do something to get you to like me, having to flaunt and show, had to do the peacock mating call to get you right.
Right.
And when they don't do that, there's what? Now you a hoe. No, stupid bitch, go home, sit, look in the mirror, you were attractive tonight. And then what's happened? Something deeper. Then what happens is, when a woman likes you, after she fucks you, you have control. When a woman is simply attracted to you, she fucks you, goes on about her business. Now you don't know what to do because you don't have the control. She's not looking for a text back. Now you don't like that feeling. So what do? The same thing that everybody who has ever been empowered does.
You remember? You fucking right. Because remember when Shorty popped me the night we was in the club, you was DJing. The next time we went to the club, she fucked you. The next time, the week after, who she was trying to fuck Steve. Remember I put the attitude in there, poured champagne on her and all that shit? Why? Because now, this ain't about me. Oh, I thought you liked me.
Why? Because you're a menace, that's why.
I thought you liked me. But you really was just trying to fuck the whole crew. And it bothered my ego. Yeah,
she was
putting
collecting
her
the nigga
rings on.
stones.
Yeah.
Thanos.
Boom. Yo.
But yeah, that's really what it is.
We'll talk about
Yes.
all of this shit.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me.
I gotta pause for a second.
you gotta
I
show
wanna
me something.
Mouse
Yep.
this thing that we did that time. Right? So Melly, write this down. I'll edit it out. Orlando, take the time for this so you can edit it out. And then we're gonna do cap no.
Oh, y'all ready now?
You good? Sure.
What? What's that?
My voice note.
Did you save it?
Yeah, cool. I heard it.
You're going. You're recorded.
Wait. We stopped while we was all talking and listening.
Yeah, a couple of them.
You're doing all over.
I ain't mad at it. Girl?
No.
Guy?
What?
Nothing, man. Yo, you alright, man? I know you took some abuse today, man. You
I'm
haven't
cool,
back.
bro. I'm cool.
Good?
I'm straight.
Like you don't feel an attack, pressure, and no shit like that.
Bro, it's podcast and it happens.
You talking real light. Where's the big?
I should give you some more. Since podcast happens, bro. Niggas joke.
You know we recorded.
Okay.
You know, it's nothing but love. I personally don't feel like I shot at you too much. The silence was wild.
People get shot at every day. I do a lot of shooting often. It happens.
Yeah, we do. We all shoot. We all shoot a lot. It is what it is.
It just wasn't a day that I felt like shooting back.
Was it? Work-wise or female-wise?
Work.
Yo, ladies with nigga.
No, they do.
I don't think that work or anything in the world could stress me out as much as a woman.
You're 1,000% right.
Relationships are stressful. There have been times I don't want to eat.
Yeah.
I've times I don't want to sleep. There've been times when I do sleep and the shit is in my sleep.
Yo,
That's crazy.
You ever woke up feeling some type of way, but you don't know why because you had a dream you just don't remember? Like sometimes I wake up sad. I'm like, why I feel so sad? I must have been dreaming about this bitch again.
I've had dreams where I remember this shit and the shit has altered the way I behave in my relationship that week. How about that? You ain't never see your person cheating in sleep and wake up and look at them funny like,
no, bro.
You dirty bitch.
I've never actually seen that.
It has happened to you. It has happened to you?
Yeah, wake up angry.
Hey, wake up like,
they ain't even really do in real life.
Want to know why? Because their thought processes from real life are being applied in the dream. So it's some shit that you would have said
or thought of.
You know what I'm saying? That was used against me in the dream to validate you sucking this dick right here.
But vice versa, wife has woke up mad at me over her dream. I'm like, really?
Somebody did some shit like that to me one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Y'all was going through shit like that.
Really
That's absurd.
but it was enough where it was like, woke up with
She did that? That's
bad
crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man. So you're all right. You telling me that you're cool?
Well, we gonna fly.
All right. Sean has to get out of here soon. He has to go pick up my goddaughter. How's being a father?
That's awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
As they get older, it starts getting a little harder.
I know.
As they start making their own choices and choosing other people over you and shit, especially more other people at their age. You're like, yo, what you mean you want to go to their house? I had a whole plan. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to my friend's house.
Figure it out.
Wow.
Last time you see my older. She'll come over here no more.
Right? She don't pull up. They be choosing. I think we're just gonna go on cap and no cap. We're recording again this Friday, y'all, for next week. This is tomorrow's episode. We're recording again this Friday. So if you want to be down, this Thursday. Oh fuck, we're recording this Thursday. So y'all wasn't gonna say nothing?
It's
I gotta do everything around here. We're recording again this Thursday. All right, cap and no cap. Chelsea has all of this. I wonder if she's here. Chelsea, you notice that Chelsea don't talk to us. She don't read the Discord. She don't say shit. She just watches. She's like the watcher. Y'all watch What If? She's like the watcher. She refuses to interfere. But she just jogs everything down. Look, she's here. She's like, I'm here. How do you be a part of this whole thing and you have no opinion of it? You're just like, that's fucked up.
That's true. And she's finding some topics in Cap and No Cap. You would think she got an opinion that she wanted to get off her chest.
Cap or no cap? At ImaniDH_ says, a lot of women try to date someone they weren't insanely attracted to from the start, hoping other factors will carry them through. But guess what? It never works. Cap or no cap?
Cap.
Really?
Because women aren't as shallow as niggas. So if you got personality and some money, she don't gotta be like, she'll grow to like you. And they'll work through that shit. That's how I feel.
But then she'll cheat with a nigga she really has attraction for, which means it never works.
I mean, you gotta hear both sides.
Depends on what you mean by works.
Okay.
It works for her.
Until it doesn't.
She works for her.
If it doesn't really work, if she's settling, is it really working?
Is she settling or is she just deciding to prioritize something else other than attraction?
I'm gonna go, so you're saying no cap.
So I was saying no cap up until the end where like this never works. I wouldn't go that far.
A lot of women try to date someone they weren't insanely attracted to from the start, hoping other factors will carry it through, but guess what? It never works.
Yeah, I think that's extreme to say it never works. So I'm gonna say cap.
I think it's cap too. I think women often, especially those who aren't fashionistas or this or that, they tend to, like if they aren't materialistic fashionistas, all caught up in their looks and such. Every woman isn't caught up on their looks and such. A lot of people are people. And they like people who they just enjoy being around. Loon gets pussy? No, I'm just I had to, I'm sorry, Loon. Everybody's, I was just, I feel like it was, I just wanted, it was peer pressure.
I'm gonna randomly come back one day. Y'all better not say nothing. Everybody gets except Trump. Nah, fuck Trump.
See? Starting with you first, see? You are, that's why you're supposed to hold the fucking line.
Oh, fuck it,
Chelsea has another Justin LeBoy tweet in here. She tried to take. No, it's a spiritual word. It's a spiritual word.
They just as bad.
It's the wrong time to be begging at the gas station.
Bro. Yes. No cap.
You know, I really have beef with my girl over this gas thing. Because she drives to BJ's to get gas. BJ sells discount gas too.
Right.
They do?
Yeah.
But it's only 10 cents less a gallon.
Oh, that's doesn't
So
make
you
sense.
got to burn gas to get there.
I'm like, how does this
Might as well
make
go around the
sense?
corner.
You getting, all right, so wait, but 10 cents per gallon, you get 10 gallons, that's $1. I'm like, you just saved $1. You say, because how much does your gas tank really take?
13 gallons.
So you saved $1.30. You went all the way over here for a pack of Skittles. You did all of this for a pack of Skittles. Yo, but you know, women gonna do shit like that. Women gonna go through the receipt, the coupon book.
They going
They cutting out the coupons and shit like that. I know one girl gonna be that type of girl when she get older. When we get older. I don't know if that's a cap or no cap. Everybody thinks that's a no cap, right? It's the wrong time to be begging at the gas
I also
station.
think it's the wrong place to beg at the ATM machine too.
Oh, that's the
I'm
worst.
getting 20s out. What you think I'm getting?
No, that's peer pressure. That's peer pressure.
I don't have loose change on me.
And I could have just took out 400. Now I'm feeling
Oh
weird.
my god.
All right, just saying.
Or I could have seen my account and realized how broke I am, and now I turn around and see your ass. Like,
You ever looked at a homeless like a nigga? I should be asking you.
No, but honestly, to be honest, if we being real, the bank is the worst place to panhandle.
Right.
Because this is threatening.
Yeah.
It's
This is threatening. I literally turn around with whatever money that I have, and you're standing there like, yo, what's up? Let me hold something. This is threatening.
let me get $1.
I know you got it.
You know what I'm saying? This is all.
I made a deposit.
I could cut you for this, and I think that I can talk to the judge. I think the judge would be like, yo, I understood.
Right.
I felt threatened.
Right. Yeah.
The nigga, as soon as I turned around my money, he was like, yo, let me hold some. And I cut him.
Yeah, facts.
Stand your ground.
Justin LeBoy, Chelsea, we gotta talk. Says, I really don't even like my girl. I just don't want to start over. Respectfully. Cap or no cap?
Okay.
No cap. Sometimes people don't really be in love, they be inconvenienced.
I'm not saying no cap for my situation.
That was good.
But I can understand.
Sometimes it really do be like that. You know
Sometimes
what
you
I'm saying?
just don't want to be out in the dating pool no more. You're like,
It's like,
okay.
I might not love this, but shit, the grass might be greener here.
Don't.
So
Right.
let me just stay where I. you feel
Don't.
me? Yeah.
Don't. Don't.
I don't want to take the time to get to know somebody else just to have the same fucked up relationship a year later. Like,
Yeah, or
you might
shit,
as well
it
get
might be worse than what the fuck I'm in right now.
out. That's
You
it.
feel me? It might not be worth the risk. Oh my god.
Somebody.
10-cent discount of gas gallons ain't that bad.
I'm just gonna. The next one is men go, because I know my girls turn the music down, shut the kids up, everything just now. She's like, no, you go. You know, you not answering that? No, I'm not answering that. I love my girl. Defend your tweet, Chelsea. This last one I'm gonna do. Defend your tweet at King Loon NYC.
Jesus Christ, what I say?
Bitches with money always got Verizon.
Yo, bro, you ever looked at Verizon prices? The cheapest plan be like $120 and like $208 after tax.
Just my phone.
Yes,
The
Verizon is expensive.
But why?
I don't know why.
I think it's because they from Queens or the Bronx.
Son, Verizon is mad bread.
So bitches with money. Or are you speaking about somebody in particular?
A bunch of people in particular. Every bitch that I ever knew that had money was from Long Island and had Verizon. Every last one.
Did they have Android too?
No. If you got an Android, this is different. You on a different type of time, but I just can't really.
I really question Android pussy, bro.
I wonder what it feels like.
You never had Android pussy?
Not as an adult.
Because you couldn't communicate.
What the fuck I'm gonna do?
There's no way I can communicate.
WhatsApp wasn't lit like that. I can't see you. Like, what are we doing?
At King Loon
Oh,
NYC,
no.
defend your tweets. This is a good one. I like this.
That's what I'm getting away with.
I really like this. Fellas, if you think you're having a bad day, just know that somewhere in this world there's a nigga who got his heart broken by his side bitch, and now he has to settle for his girlfriend.
That was good.
Sometimes the side chick be the one keeping it all together.
Bro, I say this shit all the time. A lot of niggas be with people that they love but don't like. Say that shit all the time. You will never meet a nigga that doesn't like his side chick. And if we gonna be honest, we usually treat people that we like better than the people we love.
That's a fact.
So, yeah.
He just needed Mouse to leave. He needed Mouse to get out of here.
It's really hard to like if you find somebody that you like and love, that's really like a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Then it's even harder because alright, now I'm just inconvenienced. I just don't want to start over. You feel me? So yeah.
This has been a decent episode. I'm mad that y'all blew that y'all did that to Loon today. Loon, you gotta fight back, bro.
Bro, this was a day. It was a day.
You can't allow this type of shit to happen, man.
It was a day, bro. Listen, it happens, bro. I'd rather not say something than to say something that I would probably not want to take back. That I want to take back.
Not me.
It'd be different.
I'd rather say this shit and then just take it back. Like, my bad, bro. I was hungry.
I was wild.
I was wild. But you're not just gonna wow me out and me not throw the SMD out there. I'm just afraid saying. Hey, I like to fight. I didn't say I can't even fight. That's the funny thing. I'm not a good fighter, but I'll do some shit to get me into a fight to get me away from being bullied. Let's fight. Gotta stop being bullied, bro. Shout out to Dodge. What? What you saying?
The bully.
Stop being bullied. Bully this nigga some after we stop recording.
Shout out to Dodge Bell. Your presence is super valued here, and you can tell when she in.
Right?
You can tell. You know what I'm saying? I love the space that she created for herself. Here, Charm, you did what you did always. Loan, throw every wear those pants here.
Wow, pen. First was the sock, now it's the pen.
I don't think they can tell what type. What is them? Tuxedos? Tuxedo pants?
They just pants that just got big, got lost weight. Work pants, bro. You know what shit you wear to work? Just want to get there on time?
Oh, yeah. You just pack it like to go bag.
It was a rough night.
Oh, nice.
Rough night.
Nice. Oh.
Rough in a good way?
Yeah, it was good, bro.
Nice.
Good rough. I like that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, y'all. I have nothing else to say.
So shameless.